This week on Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Pull their beeves out?
That ain't pulling that beans out.
Stage
that costs extra.
Stage AE probably got a strict no beef policy, I bet. The fan question you had.
I've been listening to a lot of
Man, you're like,
yeah.
So, John, you really honed in on this year's Pittsburgh Steelers football team.
I can't see the.
Remember the show The Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Remember the dad?
Yeah.
Like, picture him naked. That's like what it was. And like that's how I think of Chris Christian.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birdseye Dell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got back from a 2-week hiatus, Big Dr. Schultz.
Good to be back.
Yeah, we didn't know if you were coming back. And then my main man, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Merry Christmas, Eagle Tits. He's in the building. His shirt's a little small. I could see his tits.
He did put a spread out though for us.
If you're listening to this and you're new, welcome aboard. But Eagle Tits, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see he put out cookies and everything and eggnog.
Eggnog that Chili's gonna chug later.
Yeah, Chili being forced to chug that eggnog for sure.
It only expires in 2 days, so it's good to go.
You better get on it, boy.
Yeah. that nog don't last forever.
Yeah, nog ain't forever.
Z-Bird, big show, Stage AE.
Yeah, thanks to everyone that came out. First, I got to tell this story real quick. Friday, I had a comedy show. Buddy Trey McDonough said, "Can you do this show? It's at this place." The lady owned it, was super nice. There was nothing wrong with the place. The problem was there was
Trey? Was it Trey?
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah, makes sense.
There was a
he was the problem.
Yeah.
There was the Woodland Hills teachers had a Christmas party starting at 4:30 that ended at 8. The comedy show started at 8. Well, they paid the DJ an extra $50 to stay till 8:30. So when the DJ was like, "Hey, I don't want to mess with the comedians. I'm going to shut it down," they booed us. And
I bet.
And then I'm like, dude, why are we doing? I called him like, dude, why are we doing this? And the owner was like, no, it'll be fine. It wasn't.
The Woody Hills teachers party.
You couldn't give him an extra half hour?
No, I would have.
Yeah, but why did Trey?
He wanted to get the fuck.
Trey shut it down.
No, Trey wasn't even there. He left it up to. He was one of the missions. He sent me. Like, I can't make it. Can you handle it?
So he sent you over to Godfathers in Swissville and fucking.
Not Swissville. No, different place.
Okay.
No, it was up in Turtle Creek. But he
In the creek.
Yeah, he sends me up there. And I'm like, what the fuck? A couple guys from New York were there that I never met. The people came around. It was cool, but they did not want to hear comedy at all. And I'm wedged between. I was like, made a joke. Like, I'm being Stage A tomorrow. And right now, I'm wedged between a garbage can, an ATM that this dude's trying to use. I got T-shirts sitting on a chair that these 6 ladies who just got their disability checks ready to kill me because they want to play the fucking cherry machine. Because they were trying to play the cherry machine while they were telling jokes. They're like, you can't. You can't, because they also were like, ding, 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 ding. They were like, I don't know why they're doing this tonight. I'm just like,
You're right, ma'am. You're
Sounds
right.
like a nightmare.
Thanks, Trey.
So then the next night was the complete opposite. We the Matt Light Ugly Christmas sweater party that Stage E was fucking. I'll tell you what, the hype leading up to that, I enjoyed that so much. And then the actual show, like I went down early about 4 o'clock, did the sound check. It was unreal. Like to be in there, knowing our buddy Taylor Gang guy, Fed to God, fucking crushed. But he was down. We were all hanging out, eating, just having a good time. And then the comedy show started, and it was weird to go out onto a stage and there's 1,000 people.
It's a lot of people.
And
That's
the one
huge.
weird thing about it was it's not set up for comedy. But I did a good job, but I couldn't hear you laughing. Because like the way the stage, all the signs projecting out that way. So I didn't know if I did good or not till I got off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be nerve-wracking. You're hitting your punch because you know when you're supposed to get laughs and what the breaks are and stuff like that at this point. So not to hear those laughs and just be up there with 1,100, 1,200 people, that would be a little tough.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I got off, and then I found out I did good from other people, not like my girlfriend, and like it was like my girlfriend won't lie to me, but like. Other people were like,
Was there a second you're like, shit?
Yes.
Like, where's the where's
like
the laugh?
when I got off, I was like, that was a waste of fucking time. I'm gonna go kill myself. And, then, and they were like, Croft was like, dude, that was good. He's like, you can't hear from there. I can hear from here. Then when the other comedians, I stood at this one place, you could hear people. Like, you're right. You can hear it down here. And then Matt, like at the end, like did some crazy shit. He had his boy come out in a Borat outfit. it's like he's the most unhealthy built dude. Ryan McBride. He just had like a onesie with his like hairy testicles. It was so fun. Yeah, Matt just tortures that dude. I was fucking. He's like, you want to be part of the show? You're part of the fucking show. And it was just so much fun, man.
Was there any titties? Any titties come out? Christmas titties?
Eagleton's like, nope.
There was a weird. Someone that sponsored the show, a tanning company sent like 12 girls there. I don't know what kind of tanning salon this is, but they were up on stage twerking with Fed. And Fed kind of like was like, "What's going on?" But they just like went on, and they were like rowdy. And they were kind of like...
They pull their beeves out?
They didn't pull no beeves out, but they're...
Stage
that costs extra.
Stage AE probably got a strict no beef policy, I bet.
I think they gave Matt a warning, like, because he had gotten a little jammed up years before at the Improv for getting a bosom.
Yeah, you can't just do that.
I think Stage A is a beaver-free zone, actually, at this point in time.
Yeah.
It's too close to Heinz Field. Steelers don't like beavers.
Yeah, and it was just...
Or W's.
It was just fucking... it was one of them nights you'll never forget. So thanks everybody who came. It was super
That's
fun.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool, man.
There was some random, really random people I've noticed that were there like that. Like, I don't think they had like ties to the podcast, maybe like Matt or something like that, but I was just going through Instagram. And people that I wouldn't expect to be there were there. So it seemed, 1,100, you're going to have that if it's 1,100 people there. It's a lot of people.
Very diverse crowd age-wise. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. And then me and you actually, this is another funny story. Can we announce we're doing that thing for the
Spearmint announce whatever you want.
So, all right, coming up December 30th, me and Jack are going to be announcing the Cage Rage.
Wait, they gave us a date?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know it was greenlit.
The Cage Rage down at the Spearmint Rhino. It's going to be cracking. Me and Jack are going to be doing onside broadcasting.
You're the color commentator.
Yes.
You're like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be like.
I was thinking like more like Big Cat and Dave Portnoy for like a rough and rowdy type deal.
Yeah.
I'll take Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like WWE, like Jerry the King Lawler.
Yep, sure.
Like, call her Donald Trump because she's got her by the pussy. You know what I mean?
December 30th. What is that? Like next
Are you
Friday?
thinking of punchlines already,
So
Mike?
Christmas or New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Eve and New Year's Eve.
So they made a flyer. I know him being in business and stuff. He probably didn't want to be on the flyer. The first flyer just had a giant picture. I'm like, dude, you can't put my boy's picture on there. Like, yeah,
Wait, there's a picture of me?
we fixed it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But
I don't know if I like fully ran this idea out to Leany yet either.
this is
For a second, when he said the 30th, I'm like, New Year's Eve. I'm like, ooh,
this is
a rough date.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun event. It's promoted through a company that promotes Spearmint Rhino, and next week I have a funny feeling we're going to have a really big announcement about a new sponsor jumping on board, but I don't want to jump the gun on that yet. But it was funny when I seen Jack's head on that, and it was just like me and Jack in a cage.
Yeah, no. We don't need... We can just say the podcast. We don't need flyers or our faces on there.
Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but it's going to be a good time down there. So if you don't do nothing December 30th, come on down. We'll be down there cutting up. It'll be Fed to God will be down there. I think Matt Light too. So it'll be a good time.
Yeah, check out Greenfield's Finest Perverts. Here we go. Here we go. I don't even... Whatever. We'll just do it. We'll see it out. It's probably going to be
Jack,
funny.
it's kind of like your duty.
Yeah.
You kind of have... Tell Leany, like, you have to do this.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be funny.
Just have, baby. You could use the money.
Yeah, sure. I like to run by some logistics. Z-Bird's not a logistic guy.
No.
Z-Bird's just say, yep.
Fly by the seat of his pants.
We'll do it. Put us on a flyer.
Christmas Eve, yeah, I'll be there.
Sure, yeah.
So will Jack.
Yeah, no problem.
I talked to
His baby's 7 weeks.
Yeah.
He can come.
Yeah.
That's
kid's
bull-
first birthday or first Christmas.
That's total bullshit because I ran this by. This isn't the first Jack heard of this. But
He ran like a soft launch by me, kind of like a dumbed down version. Now I'm just getting hit with
just brought it up in
flyers
passing.
and dates. Yeah, that's all right. We'll
So
do
you're
it.
gonna run this by Leany? Did you give her a soft pitch?
I did. I
Like
mean,
there's some wrestling oil.
It's-
I don't know.
it's not really that.
You ever heard of Spearmint Rhino? I think it's a bar.
So we went down. I actually had to go down there for something else last week, and when I went in there, it's like super nice in there. But like this Cage Rage is not the. It's not the actual strippers fighting. These are like girls that just want to fight. So like it's like it's different. Like, you're not going down there to watch the strippers beat each other up or pillow fight. These chicks are really beating the fuck out of each other.
So you got a bunch of Queen Latifahs in there
So it's
brawling
like
it
bare
out.
knuckle?
Yeah. No, they wear gloves. But I've seen like some of the fights that they did out in LA, and they're ruthless. Some places, like, you'll see some smoke shows show up.
So it's just like a rough and rowdy for girls, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's a cool event. I mean, if you're a chick and you want to fight and win some money, come down.
Yeah, come fist fight.
Yeah, I mean, especially like chicks from down below the tracks. Like,
We'll
this
make
is your
fun of you.
time. Yeah.
Glassport girls, if you're out there.
Dravosburg,
this is
holler
your big,
at me.
This is your big chance.
If the 61C's running that night, all you McKeesport broads, come on out. Kenny, make sure run that train, run that girls out there down the Spearmint.
He's giving
Ryan.
free transfers.
Yeah, he's a holiday special, McKeesport to Spearmint Rhino and back, $4.25.
Can't
Make
beat
sure you
that.
get a transfer, 75 cents.
The Steelers, man, they're done. Obviously, I think we say they're done every week, but they're done.
See, now that Mason Rudolph,
Well, you think he's in the same
supposed to
season?
start.
No,
Yeah,
I
he is
know.
starting. Yeah,
He said he's starting, but now Kenny's walking around with no boot
Tell
on.
Kenny to take another week off.
yeah. I'm about to fucking
no
Tanya
rush.
Harding Kenny.
No
Yeah.
rush to get back.
Yeah, I mean, there
We'll see
isn't
you
no
next
rush.
year.
Just let Rudolph get one start.
Let him get a
Let
start.
him
I
get
agree
it,
with
Let
you.
him get the rest of them.
Let him get reps with the ones this week and see what he can do. Not a minute and a half.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you give him a whole game.
That was jive. They even put him in that minute
Stupid.
and a half. That
It was
was
stupid.
That
Talk-
was more to teach Mitch a
Well,
lesson
you
than it
don't need to
was
teach him a lesson. Just tell him he ain't starting this week. That's a
Right.
lesson.
Right.
You don't embarrass him.
Well-
You should have pulled him at halftime.
I think it's
Yes.
more embarrassing for like Rudolph than anything.
Right.
They're like throw him and they fuck Mitch.
What's
Mitch
he going to
stinks.
do with down 2 touchdowns with one time out?
Yeah, now
with a
that-
minute 30.
and everybody's ears are pinned back. Fucking nobody's gonna throw the ball.
Dude,
Like you're gonna get him fucking
Tomlin
lit up.
shook up.
He's not coaching well.
He's not.
Nobody on the Steelers
He's
is
not
coaching
making
well.
any good decision.
No.
Always young players are assholes.
Everything's
Assholes.
going wrong right now for
Yeah.
the Steelers.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll say, John, like, you got a good key on Pittsburgh sports. Do you think Tomlin's back next year?
Yes. But
That was a real like 93.7 the fan
Yeah.
question you had.
I've been
right
listening
there.
to a lot of the
Then
fans.
you're like,
Yeah.
So John, you're really honed in on this year's
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers
I mean, you
football
don't think
team.
that, I can't see them firing.
there's no
Tomlin.
way in the world. No way in the
I
world.
think they're going to have more interest in who he hires.
Yes.
Like, dude, he just can't be hiring random his boys.
Well, but not only that. Usually the Steelers re-up your contract when you got like a year or two left. He got 1 year left on his contract. Do you think they're
After
gonna?
this year,
Yes.
so he's on
Yes,
contract. for
he's
next
on
year.
contract for
Why?
one more
Why
year.
would you give him an extension right now?
I understand that, but do you think that they're gonna play like hardball and he might walk to like
yeah,
save face?
I could see a situation like that where he's just like, all right,
I'm done
My
here.
sticks kind of ran. Not Tomlin's a good coach. Not to
No,
call it
I'm
a
saying I'm
stick.
done here. Like,
Yeah, no, I like-
you need
he could
shaking
say,
it up,
like,
dude.
all
Same
right.
with the Pens.
All right, like I exhausted my time here, just like Andy Reid, like I've been saying for
My
weeks.
expiration
Andy
date
Reid,
is hit.
situation.
And
Tomlin had a
Philly, yeah.
great quote. He was like, I don't know what the fuck this one means. 1 week you're drinking wine. Other weeks you're squashing grapes. We've been squashing a lot of grapes lately. I'm interested in drinking wine. Like, dude, what an asshole answer.
Just tell your wide receivers to block till the whistle's over.
Did your wife make
How
a
about
shirt
try
out of
that?
that?
I mean, that was just downright
He
despicable.
can't expect an extension right now.
That Warren play sent me over the edge.
With Pickens not blocking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see what Pickens said?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
He said that. He said he didn't want to get hurt.
Said he didn't
That's
want
how people get rolled up on.
He didn't want to have
get
a
rolled
Tank
up on.
Tank Dell situation. That's why he didn't want to. People get rolled up, like on the John just said, and that's why he didn't make that block. He's sick of people who don't play football, like fans in the media, talking about football.
Right.
So-
Well, you block as a wide receiver. Warren probably gets in there.
I'm starting to look past like even Tallman here, and I'm starting to look more higher up. Like you always heard Kevin Colbert being like, he's a Steeler guy. We drafted this guy has Steeler tendencies.
Right.
He was born to be a Steeler. He gets the Pittsburgh way.
Standard is a
you
standard.
don't hear. Well, no, that's Tallman shit.
I'm
Right.
joking.
But like Colbert was it was always drafted.
Well,
Like he's
like
a
somebody
Pittsburgh
like a
guy.
Hines
Character
Ward.
A
guys.
Hines
Pouncey
Ward, a Brett
became-
Kiesel,
right.
a fucking Troy Polamalu.
Dude, when they drafted Pickens, that's what I was like saying. But then I seen him play, and I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Worth it.
Omar's just going after like all Georgia players, and like they're exciting when you draft them.
Right.
They're like these picks
Not
are
team guys.
turning out to be
Well,
nightmares.
they're not. Well, when shit goes bad, Pickens, he ain't with it.
And neither is Johnson.
Right.
And
Johnson can go.
Johnson had a fucking touchdown reception. They lose again. He goes on his Instagram. He puts up his touchdown reception. Like, dude, like, get him the fuck out.
He's setting himself up for next year.
Right.
Is what he's doing. He's going to be
it's his
His
resume.
2 years over. He's looking to get a new contract, so he's trying to hype himself up. His mind's already. He's already out of here.
Gone.
I wish he
Which
was.
I think, he probably is.
Yeah.
Ben said he thinks the Steelers' tradition is done. Maybe being a Steeler isn't what it used to be.
The culture
it's
is
over.
the culture's poisoned.
The culture's over. And Stephen A. clapped back and blamed Ben, like, hey, you're not the only one. You're kind of responsible for the way this culture is.
How?
Which, I mean,
How the fuck does
yeah,
Ben?
I
He
don't
hasn't
agree with
played in
that.
2
He
fucking
hasn't-
years.
Yeah, it's the shit's the shit's really been bad the past 2 seasons.
He's got to win.
It's
when
been-
you
He's
lose.
got to win.
right.
Yeah.
It was I'll say this: the culture was much better when Ben was there, even though it wasn't great. Now it has been on a decline, and like, dude, like offense, their leader 100% is Najee, and like, it's usually
He's
the
having a hard
quarter-
time leading it sometimes.
Well,
He-
you're not
he's
playing
like,
well.
what a shit show.
And he's not having a great season. He's not. I mean, they're not running. I'm a big Najee guy. I feel like they're not. They utilized him right for a couple games, and then they totally got away from that.
But dude, did you see when
He
he busted
does.
through the hole and it was wide open and he like ran into the
He
tackle?
runs into piles, dude. He does.
You're
Like,
right.
his vision is awful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they don't commit just one game of like just giving Warren the rock and see what happens. When they do commit to him, it seems like it works out, but then they always just back off. And I'm not saying Najee's a bad running back, but like, dude, you got to mix it up and try to fucking figure something out here.
It boils down to the whole thing, like, because Najee was a first round pick. You know what I mean? It's like
Well, he's a beast at
yeah.
Alabama.
If you it's like if you buy 2 chairs, you spend $300 on this one chair and 10 on another. You're gonna try to make sure that $300
You wanna sit in that
chair,
baby.
Yeah,
you
you're
wanna
gonna
sit in-
make it feel right.
You're gonna make it feel right. That $10 chair feels even fucking better, but you're like, you want to get your money's
Like, I
worth.
spent
out of it.
$300 on this fucking thing.
Exactly.
This game, it looked like the Steelers quit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't as
absolutely.
bad as that Chargers game, but it looked like they were just like, fuck this. The defense was like, the offense stinks. I'm tired of getting my ass,
Yeah, killing myself.
overrun because I'm out here all day. 'Cause
Yeah.
the offense is never going to score.
What was the time of possession like in the game?
It had to be.
I don't know. I know
lopsided
they
as
just.
fuck.
I know they ran the ball like 9 times in a row on us, 10 times in a row.
Yes,
It got
yeah.
all the way
Right down the field.
Right down the field. That's when you know the defense is just dead.
Against the highest paid defense.
What's the safety's name? They
Yikes.
got like kicked out of the league.
Casey.
KZ.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
that is a wild suspension.
That was a
Dude,
dirty hit.
I mean,
It
the
was
hit
a
was
dirt.
dirty, but
It was dirty.
Dude,
I understand. The whole year
he
suspension,
could
though?
have crippled the guy.
Easily.
But the one thing is, too,
He
though,
folded him up like a chair. Did you
He
see
was-
that picture in like
Dude,
slow
and
motion?
he didn't leave with his
the
head,
thing
though.
about it, he had been suspended 5 times before that.
Yeah,
For
and that's where
dirty
it comes
hit.
from.
Okay, all
yeah,
right, I
that's
didn't
where
realize
it
that.
comes
But
from.
this goes back to one thing that Tom Brady said of quarterbacks putting wide receivers in fucked up positions.
Right.
That was a
For sure.
situation where that was a fucking inaccurate pass, leads the dude to do got a dive, ends up getting crushed by Casey. Like if that would have been a better pass, he would have never been in that position.
In the old NFL, that's a great hit. And
Yeah.
I love it. It was cringy this time because, like, KZ, it sucks because you
Yeah.
kind of got to let him just fall and
yeah,
touch him.
but
That's
if
kinda-
you look at it in slow motion, like he kind of tried to like.
he didn't go with his
let
head. He
up.
led with his
Yeah.
shoulder, but he
launched.
That's a defenseless
Yeah.
receiver.
He launched. But yeah, 4 times. I mean,
I didn't realize he got suspended that many times.
I mean, give
you
him the
play
15.
football one way, and if you don't change it, that's gonna happen.
Right.
If you don't make
But you
adjustments to how
cannot.
you
You
play.
can't take the violence out of football.
They are, though.
But you
Yeah.
can't.
They're trying
it's,
to.
It's not going
Well,
to
do you
work.
see- which game was I watching? It almost looked like the Cleveland Browns. The one dude like eased up on a receiver.
Yeah.
And the dude caught it and ran for a touchdown.
Exactly.
So it's going to cut both ways.
That's
But
what it's gonna. It's gonna get you kicked out of the game. 2, it's gonna cost you a
he lost
fuckload of money.
20% of his
Yeah.
salary. He lost.
Yeah, that's nuts. That
He's
dude
going to
pro-
appeal it.
that dude probably don't make that much loot.
No. He's on like a 1-year deal.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
You're talking
kick
a
in the
couple
dick.
$100,000.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Well, no. What league minimum is like $500,000.
I don't
or
think he's
some
making
shit.
No,
Well,
he's making at least $1 million.
All right. Yeah.
$200K. Oof.
Well, yeah, that's a fucking hit to
Who
the
do they got
wallet.
this week?
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
The Bengals.
Fucking
And
Saturday.
Browning coming in hot.
Dude. Now, there's a lot of other quarterbacks I'm falling in love with out there,
Joe
Jack.
Burrow, system quarterback.
Maybe. What about your boy Drew Lock?
Drew Lock.
I
like Drew Lock.
I like Drew Lock too. Drew Lock's wife, fiance,
Yeah.
Smoke show.
dude, insane.
Good for
Check that
him.
out.
Like,
for him.
He's just like a funny dude.
yeah, he loves Young Jeezy.
Yeah, he came out after that touchdown. He's like, "Put that shit on,
Yeah,
motherfucker."
did you see that clip? He went to the sideline, put that shit on, motherfucker, and then DK like hit him in like the back to like say good job, and he turned around and he like got scared because DK's just like giant human.
Yeah.
I mean, because we had to go out yesterday to do stuff late, but fucking, I watched that whole game, and that was awesome. Watching him win that game, throw that to that rookie dude. It was cool. He just didn't know what to say after the game. Looked like he was gonna cry. You felt for him because I was like, he thought he was done.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I didn't know if I could still do it. I mean, you think until you get out there,
you don't play. He hasn't played in years.
He's a
He looks
backup to Geno
better than all
Smith.
three of our quarterbacks.
Right.
Well, he had like 2 years in Denver. And
Denver,
Yeah.
it was real rough for him, and then they cut him, I don't know, I forget how.
No,
he
that's
went
when
to
they
Denver.
got
They traded him.
Wilson.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
he's a Wilson deal. So he went over there. Then he was like supposed to be the starter. Geno beat him out.
Yeah.
And Geno blew up, and then he's
Yeah.
just been playing behind Geno.
He could
which
get in
isn't
there.
a
He
bad dude. He just locked himself probably at least another 3 or 4 years in the league.
Yeah,
if you're a
absolutely.
backup and you go out and you play decent, you could be a backup for a
Plus,
long
he got a gun.
time.
Locke
He
got a
does have
strong
a gun.
arm.
Yeah, and he got that hot ass.
Dude, there's a
leg.
lot of dudes that made a lot of millions of dollars just being a full-time backup.
Well, there's a lot
on
of dudes that
different
go
teams,
out
you know?
there when they are forced to play, and they play, and you're like, oh my god, how is this dude in the league? You know what I mean? And
Oh,
then,
yeah,
And then
for
next
sure.
year they're out because they got exposed.
Yeah.
But you get out there and you throw a couple touchdowns and you fucking run around a little bit, you could
My
make a
my
major
boy
career.
is Hawaii Hayes says Trubomsky, dude. Holy fuck, does he throw a pick?
He
He just throws off his back
He
foot.
sure does,
He just
dude.
overthrows
like
floats.
Mitch might have played himself out of the league. Dude.
He might have.
He might have seriously played himself out of the league. It's that he's that bad.
That Pickens ball that he just floated 30 feet over his head. Like, dude.
Yeah.
They were like, that was a 50-50 ball. I was like,
You're
no,
looking at the same guy?
That was a 90-10 ball. That's what that
Yeah,
was.
they're like,
Yeah.
they just got to hold on until Pickett gets back. I'm like, what have you guys been watching?
What have you been watching?
I mean, and Mason's probably going to come in and stink. And then you're just going to feel totally helpless.
But if he comes
The
in,
kids stink
I
more than the
hope,
other two.
I
He can.
hope,
There
There's
is
a
a
chance for a
chance.
change.
I hope, I'm praying that he comes in, just lights up, and they score 20-some points.
I think there's a chance Mason comes in and lights it up for like one game and then comes back there. I
Come
feel
back
like
to earth,
that
yeah, yeah.
happens a lot where you
Yeah.
get a guy goes in there,
Because we had
lights
Duck
it up.
Hodges that won a game for us, for
Yeah,
Christ's
like
sake.
a duck
you know what I mean?
situation. But yeah, I could see Mason light it up here. I'm like, gee, Mason, we fucked up, and then Mason having like the worst
Comes
last
back down,
few
yeah.
games
Gets his
ever.
helmet ripped off and beat with
We know.
Or just takes a sack that he should just throw the ball
Because
away.
even like the coordinators and like the O-line, the receivers, nobody's helping the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks aren't playing good, but everybody else is playing just as bad. The
Yeah, it's all
receivers, the O-line is just getting harassed. And then the receivers are just complete divas with like no
sense of urgency or
no
effort.
sense of urgency or like
Nobody's
give a
on the
fuck.
same page.
And
They don't care.
and they shouldn't like they don't have the stats to back the divaness up. It's
Right.
it's crazy. Speaking of diva, did you see this Donald Trump shit with the lemonade?
This is the greatest.
I think it's fake, but it is the funniest shit I think I ever seen. I still don't know if it's real.
I
or
think
not.
We
it
don't
is.
wanna know if it's
I
real.
think it
Yeah.
is. Because
It
what
looks-
happened at Panera? Was there an outbreak in their lemonade?
Yeah.
a while ago. So Trump goes, everything is bad under Biden. Even the lemonade is killing people. Did you see that? People drink lemonade and die. The lemonade didn't kill you when I was president. It was tasty and fun to drink. We love lemonade, didn't we? When life hands you lemonade, Joe Biden killed you. with
That's
them.
just talk.
Yeah, I mean,
That's probably something he's really said, though.
that's like
I think he did say it.
I mean, it looks real. It's very easy to Photoshop shit. That is so. Either way,
That's the
so
greatest-
fucking funny.
That's the
dude.
greatest quote ever a president ever said, if that's true. When a life hands you lemons, Joe Biden kills you with them.
He's not wrong. People were dying under.
dude.
Yeah, no one died when people were drinking lemonade when Trump was in president.
Yeah, he's a huge lemonade
It's
guy.
definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, got a lot of people
Look,
thinking
I'm not
about
a
who to
Trump
vote.
guy, and like I'm just not a Trump guy. But if you don't think he's funny, you're out of your mind. You're
just angry.
Yeah, you're just angry.
He's a
If
character,
you don't
bro.
think he's funny, you're not a funny person.
Yeah.
He's one of the most entertaining people ever, probably. Like,
Oh,
as
for sure.
president,
Dude, when he was heckling in those, like his first run at presidency, those
he's back.
debates,
He's back.
He gave
it
everybody
was like
a
the
nickname.
wildest shit I've ever seen.
Horse face.
Dude, they were like talking. They were like, tell me he has little hands. That makes him mad. He was like, oh no little hands. He's like, I'm good down there too. They're talking about his dick at a debate. I'm like, this is great.
He was calling. Was it Marco Rubio? He was like, well, little Marco over there.
Lion Ted.
Yeah, Chris Christie's gonna get fucking demolished if they keep like moving
He should.
forward.
Why
here.
would he still hang in there?
Christie like?
You have zero chance.
Zero chance. I never understand that.
I think they could raise some money and then maybe steal some.
You remember
Yeah.
when?
That could be the only thing.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
I think they've been doing that for a while. But you remember when like they closed down the beaches during the pandemic, and then you seen Chris Christie's fat ass on the beach,
Yeah.
like, just chilling with his family.
He said it was a private
what the
beach.
fuck are you doing, dude?
Chris Christie cannot be president.
I
Just
pray to
because
God.
the way he looked in that baseball uniform
Yeah,
that
that's
15 years ago.
Right,
You
dude.
can't have that pitcher out there in the streets and then go represent us as a president.
Vladimir Putin's going to respect you.
There isn't a
Get that
worse
fupa
picture
out of there.
of I don't understand where his penis is at.
Oh, it's tucked
It's
away.
tucked.
I don't understand where
It's
it's
hidden
at.
away in a ball.
I never seen a body like that.
3 inches west of his belly button.
Dude, I saw a guy with a similar
Due
body
south.
type naked the one time, and it is
Friend of
scarred.
ours?
It's
Yeah.
offensive.
It is scarred into my brain. Not a friend, but like if there's
Acquaintance.
for sure. And like
Yikes.
you remember like the dad? Remember the show The Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Remember the dad?
Yeah.
Like picture him naked. That's like what it was. And
you-
like that's how I think of
It
Chris
looked like
Christie
Ken doll
naked.
had no
I've-
dick.
and the weirdest thing is too, like I've seen enough porn and everything like that. I've never seen a very overweight dude with a huge dick.
No, they have a small dick.
Because it's
Yeah.
inside of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
everything's
that
like
blood's
sucked
fighting
in.
to get around their
Yeah.
body?
Yeah,
Why does
and
he
well,
get like
and then-
gastric bypass or something?
I don't know why. Like, dude, any rich people like Greenfield Mike, why aren't you on Ozempic, dude? Get some Ozempic.
You didn't see the commercial?
Yeah.
She's
But
dancing now.
Christie's to the point where he's going to need a little bit of surgery. Kenny got it.
Yeah.
Dude, lose that 150. Give yourself a
Well,
head
the
start.
thing about that surgery is you got to lose like 50 to 100 pounds before they
They wouldn't
depending
be
on
Yeah,
able
fat.
it ain't all
Yeah,
free. Yeah.
That's the big problem with 600-pound life all the time. These fucking whales go in there and they can't fucking, and they're like, I'm so fat, I just can't stop eating nuggets. This dude is ruthless. He was like, listen, you got to at least walk up and down your driveway every day to show me you're a little bit committed. Lose a couple pounds, stop eating 25,000 calories a day, and knock it down to like 2,500, and like we could start to talk. And then they go back like fucking 6 weeks later and get on a scale that you can weigh a fucking
Cows.
18-wheeler on.
Yeah, that's how they weigh
and
cows.
fucking these pigs get on there and they gain weight or they lost like
Dude,
6 pounds.
you ever
And they
s-
start crying, and he's like, I don't know what you're crying about. Like, you're the one that keeps going to McDonald's.
I seen it the one day, and dude was sneaking fucking
No,
like,
they still sneak.
sneaking food into his wife, and he was like a little skinny white dude, and this girl was bigger than this studio. She was about the size of that
He was
desk.
just into biggins.
Yeah, dude, he kept fucking like some smuggling
Yeah, he's like,
food in.
he's like
And
scrubbing their rolls.
you talking about that little short dude?
Yeah.
He was
They
like-
can't
he
wipe
was
their
like-
ass.
They can't do anything.
He was like, who's sneaking the food in here? You gained weight. You're supposed to lose 30 pounds. You gained 4.
Was she bedridden?
Oh, yeah, for
That
sure.
chick died. Dead.
What?
Dead.
You never would have thunk. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
That show could suck you in. You're sick one day or something
Oh,
like that. Next thing you
terrible.
know, you're like, man, look at this fucking animal.
Makes you feel
No,
good
you
about
ever,
yourself.
yeah, you ever feel
Like, you
bad
know
about
what?
yourself?
Yeah.
Hey, a couple pounds.
You know
over
what?
there.
Yeah.
This
I
is
go-
ma-
I
this
go
is
for a
manageable.
run.
This
Yeah.
is winter weight.
Yeah.
I can wipe my ass.
I just gotta start prioritizing protein a little
Yeah,
bit,
I'm not
and I'll be in
snorting
good shape
chicken
here.
nuggets.
Yeah, my girlfriend isn't sneaking nuggies in.
Yeah,
me.
Rose is not smuggling in fucking Mountain Dew 2 liters.
Surely, she's sneaking you in the
She's
nog.
she's giving me nog intravenously.
You're just gonna go home and pour that all over Rose. Like,
Dude, listen, it'll get weird if I bring that nog home. Dude.
Does she?
The girls are sleeping.
She's in
It's fine.
aphrodisiac. Okay.
Got the
Is
luge.
Rosa still off the sauce?
Yeah, Rosa, she doesn't smoke, drink.
Clean and serene.
She's
huh?
Drink
judging
coffee,
hard.
nothing. Oh, judging so hard, dude.
That's
well,
the best.
in her defense, That's the funnest part about being sober.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's on her high hill.
When
my
I didn't
friend.
drink at all for like that almost a year or whatever it was,
Yeah.
I was just like, do you see
Just
these
judge
guys?
people.
Grow up.
Yeah, losers.
Dude, she's so brutal. She's like she's like passive aggressive about it.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
that's the funnest part about being sober. And that's not even close. Is it? What do you say?
Yeah, it's up
Anthony,
there.
your eyes are a little red. Do you have a buzz?
Did he all fucked up?
Oh, you feel like shit this morning?
Yeah. Oh, you sure you're not? You sure you're
I
not
went for
hungover?
a walk.
Like I'm like, she's like, honey, are you hungover? What are you talking? I coughed one time. What are you talking about?
Nah, that's the funnest part. So,
Are you
whatever.
doing a shot at 6 in the morning?
She was
Got
like,
a
you're
headache.
so. I can smell the beer on you.
Pittsburgh Scanner, Mount Oliver. McDonald's, a woman in the drive-thru was arguing with the manager about a refund. Now it's reported the woman is attempting to rob the business and her passenger is smacking a gun against the drive-thru glass.
Nice.
The male got out of the car and has the restaurant security guard at gunpoint. Good for you, Mount Oliver. Really showing the holiday spirit.
And if any of you girls in Mount Oliver are looking for something to do December 30th, come on down to Spearmint Rhino for Cage Rage.
Dude, that's like
No
something-
guns though.
that's
No
something-
weapons.
Well, you know.
It's hand-to-hand combat.
That's like something out of like a movie. Like you're going to fucking rob a McDonald's and then you start tapping the glass with a gun.
You know you fucked up,
Dude,
right?
now if you're at the window, you just duck down, lock
you just
the window,
leave.
and shut the
You
store
just
down.
walk away from the window.
Yeah, you walk away from the window, you go out the other door, and you
Call
get in your car and you get the
leave.
fuck out
Yeah,
of there.
right.
You go get the tell the manager, hey, some dude out there wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
We fucked up his fries.
Yeah, and you never come back.
Yeah, that's it.
Throw my
Easy
shirt in
cheesy.
the fryer and just fucking walk out bare
Burn your name tag.
You think I'm getting my nugget blown off over a McChicken, you're out of your mind.
For minimum wage?
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
for any
no
wage.
way.
Dude, the wildest like restaurant fight I've ever seen was at the O.
Oh,
And this, there was like a
Dirty,
Chinese
dirty.
dude working the fries, and this chick like fucking said like a slur to him, and he
What do you
like
say, John?
she called him.
Whoa!
She went. And, like, he was mad.
Yeah.
And he was like, he went on the microphone where like when they would call your name, and he was like, "Bitch!" and like screamed it, and she was like, "Oh hell no!" and like ran around the counter and like went after him.
and they start fighting?
Yeah, she had to get pulled back.
Okay.
It was like mayhem.
He
Though.
should have karate kicked her right
Flying
in the
for
face.
frying everywhere. It was nuts.
Everybody was kung
Yeah,
fu
dude, it was
fighting.
nuts.
Kung fried fight.
2 in the morning, dude.
Oh,
The
that was
O
the
was
best.
insane.
That was the
it
Wild
was
West.
fucked up.
It could have been a pay-per-view event over there if they
For
That
sure.
I mean, there was a point for a lot of years where that's where people went to eat after the bars.
Yes.
It's
There
fantastic.
wasn't like
I
here's
love the
eating
dirty
parts and
O,
shit like
man.
that, but like the O was, man, the amount.
Then there
of-
was that bar right down the street.
right next door.
Yeah, what was it called?
JP something.
I mean, there was
PJ
Hemingway's is right there.
Anyways,
That's it.
PJ Barney's or
PJ McCardle's.
no, Barney's. It was
No, that's
something
near a
Barney's.
Parkway.
That's
PJ
a road to
Bar-
Mount CJ Barney's.
CJ
That's what it
Bar-
was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, CJ and Barney's.
Yeah, that was a good place.
They'll let you in there when you're 14 and a
Oh,
half.
dude, the one time we were there and it fucking like
10
we
cent
walked
traps.
out and it got raided.
Yeah, it got raided, and I handed my dude from the LCB a CCAC identification, like a school card, my school ID, and he was like, "Dude, what is this?" I was like, "Dude, that's all I have."
That's
And
what
he was like, "They let you in there with this?" I was like, "I'm not telling on anybody. What I'm telling you, this is all I have." And it was honest God's truth. That's what, like
you
they,
sold him down the river.
Well, they were sold.
they were fucked.
Oh,
You know what I
dude, they
mean?
were like you said, they were letting 14.
Because they were like, they were
in
trying to take a fake ID off me that I didn't have. They're like, "Give me your fake and we'll let you go."
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
Ivan D.
I
Hutchinson.
didn't have it yet. We were so fucking young. We were seriously like, I don't know. I think I was 17 if I had a CCAC ID, and I was like, "Dude, this is what I got." And they were like, "Well, all right, get the fuck out of here." And I walked back to Greenfield. That walk to fucking Oakland and Greenfield, if you ever made that track, that
God.
one
You walked through
sucks.
the run.
Yeah, that's probably the
You gotta
smarter
go
way
to
to
Shenley
walk.
Park, dude.
Yeah, Shenley, or I
Yeah.
think I've done Slimeburn before because it
you're looking for trouble.
it also drops the rate at the bottom of my parents'
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
So, Pittsburgh Scanner, a female in a bird costume is attempting to use a handsaw on a caller's gas line.
Oh God,
What the fuck?
Marshall Shadeland,
Where's that?
north side,
North side. Oh yeah.
right around the corner from you,
She's
bud.
dressed like a bird.
Why are you dressed like a bird to get into like someone's gas line?
And why are you cutting it with a
She might have been
saw?
coming from a job like as a
with a
mascot.
handsaw? I mean, just fucking going at someone's gas
You
line.
think she's coming from like a play or something, John?
No, like a Popeye's chicken. Maybe she was like holding the sign
You say
out.
she's I thought you said she's a thespian.
What's gonna do? I mean, I know if you cut someone's gas line, they're not gonna have gas, but like,
Yeah, but you
that
might
seems like a
also
lot of
pull
work.
a plum and blow up the whole fucking
Or,
neighborhood.
you
Yeah.
might- or the fucking spark from metal against metal might
that's
ignite
real
the whole
dumb.
fucking block.
Yeah.
real
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
I'd
Never
say
trust a woman in a bird suit.
in midwinter.
Yeah, midwinter with a handsaw.
She might be out there sucking birds, if you know what I mean.
Speaking of sucking birds, I feel like this one, someone just like it's someone that listens to the podcast and called the police so the scanner could pick it up and then we could talk about it. Downtown Exchange Way, caller says male is behind the dumpster of Pizza Parma using his Pizza Palma on himself.
Oh,
That seems like something like we would do.
Dinner
Not
for
do,
one.
but like, yeah. Would you jerking off?
Is this from Robert Frost? Is this a poem of Robert Frost? I don't know. It's beautiful.
This is
the
something we would
wordplay's
make up
amazing.
and say.
Something, that's what I meant. Yeah. Dude, jerking off with a piece of pizza, like how long did you let that cold?
yeah, at least 4 minutes.
No, he's just jerking off. Dude was trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
jerking
think
off
jerked
with the-
off
No,
with
I think
the
he means he
pizza.
was
No, I
jerking
thought
off with the
He
pizza.
said
John.
his pizza Palma. The guy was like
yeah,
making a
he was-
joke.
He was fucking.
There's no way
pumped.
he's feeding the geese. Well,
No.
How
Like
do
a
you
minute-
know?
like a
you
minute-
down there with this guy?
What are you,
No.
kink shaming,
Dude,
John?
I'll
You
tell you
son of
what,
a
I
bitch.
think about it.
If
Well,
you wanted to, you could
maybe not
fucking
warm-
calzone.
Yeah, that warm cheese. might,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You could do some.
Who wants to
damage
meet lovers?
Yeah.
on a calzone?
Yeah, if
Look, no, you wouldn't want to meet lovers. You
You
would
want
you would-
anchovies.
no.
Get a little bit of that twang in there. That
You guys
Buddha
are-
twang.
You guys are idiots. You would just want cheese.
Yeah.
You would just
No
want
sauce.
Like, can I please have a meatball?
maybe a little sauce. No,
The
You need
might-
sauce, dude.
Here's why I'm saying no
Might get in the
sauce.
tip of
Well,
your
you
dick.
spit on it.
It'd be too hot. The sauce would say, well,
calzones hold heat.
You gotta let it,
Yeah.
we gotta let it cool down.
Yeah.
To the right temp.
I was just thinking about when you burn your mouth. Imagine burn your pecker. like,
yeah.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
you would have to. A calzone, you can let that thing sit there for a half
And
hour
it's
and think
still
you're
a
good,
steam
and
trap.
it will ruin your week.
Like a
Right for
hot
the mouth
pocket?
burn.
You won't taste the thing
Yeah,
for 2
yeah.
weeks, dude.
your dick would be
Easily.
shredded like it went through a fire.
Yeah, you know, it would be like when the blister's there, it would look huge.
No, then when the pus comes out.
Yeah, and then you're crying.
There's no way. If you had a
Outside of like major injuries, fucking the burning the roof of your mouth is right up there, dude.
I did it the other
It
day.
is brutal, man.
what'd you eat?
I had one of them Costco Motown pizzas.
I love a Motown.
Fire, dude. The first bite, though.
I don't know if I've ever had a Motown.
They're
Yeah.
You good at
squares.
Costco?
Nah, I haven't been in for a long time.
Yeah, they're good.
I had a Red Baron yesterday, and it burned the Christ out
Red
of my
Is
Baron.
mouth.
everything
Yeah.
all right? You're down to Red Bear now?
Not red. What's wrong with Red
I
Baron?
Pizza shame.
I thought that was the upper echelon of frozen
It's
pizza.
fucking- the pepperonis are fire.
Where did you get Red Baron? Is that Costco?
No, the Dirty Bird.
Oh.
Not the Giant Eagle one though, or the Greenfield Giant Eagle. Fuck that one.
Yeah, you gotta get your frozen pies from Costco, dude.
What's
Nah.
the deal with the Motown? Is it like one of those like
Thick.
freshly cooked one? Thick.
It's thick.
It's square.
a thick square boy.
I like that. All right, let's do some voicemails.
Oh, guys, real quick before we jump into voicemails, I do want to let everyone know that we only got a couple voicemails this week. We love getting voicemails, so please leave us voicemails at 412-438-8358. That's 412-438-8358. It's the holiday season. We will be doing a show next week. Please call in. Give us any stories, anything. We'll play it next week for sure. All right, guys? Go ahead, Larry.
Yo, Big John from Virginia Beach. Wow, did the Steelers suck. Taking my son up for the last game against Cincinnati, part of his Christmas gift. But after the Arizona game, I had to talk to him about being a good fan. And, we're not fair weather fans, and we're Steelers fans forever. And then after the Patriots game last Thursday, I said, fuck it, I'm canceling the trip to the Cincinnati game. He had to give me the same speech I just gave him 4 days earlier. Anyways, boys, tough fucking team to root for. Merry Christmas, and love the pod. Take it easy.
Thanks, Big John. Merry Christmas as
Yeah,
well.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
This is as bad as I can remember it.
No, this reminds me of like the
Started-
fucking 80s.
Yeah,
I don't
but we were
remember
so
that.
little for
Like
the
the-
80s.
It's
I
not,
don't really.
it's not even like you feel bad they stink. You dislike them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Yeah, like there's like a general dislike of the team, lack of effort,
Yeah. Disrespectful almost. Like they
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
and like, dude, they're killing Tomlin.
They're drowning.
They're
Tomlin.
drowning him
Yeah.
with their bullshit.
Yeah, no, this is as bad as I can fucking remember. Like when we were younger, like Bristol and shit like that. Like I remember them being terrible, but like I didn't watch it. Like it was just we
I
were
mean,
so
from the
little.
early '80s, then they flared up to be pretty good. When did they get good with like O'Donnell?
Neil.
What years were that
That
though?
That was like the 91,
early 90s,
early 90s
yeah,
for
something
sure.
like that. Yeah.
Because then Cordell came in in the late 90s or whatever.
Well, Donald lost the Super Bowl in '94.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
So they had a couple. It was a couple years.
But
of
they were
being,
still
like,
all
decent.
they were kind of exciting. But
Yeah,
like,
they're in the Super Bowl.
Then they had some years.
GFP. It's your favorite ginger. Yosh. Just wanted to call and say Merry Christmas to the boys. Hopefully Z-Bird doesn't get another shovel this year. All right, so my question for the gamblers of the pod are, what are your guys' biggest wins? So I kept this under wraps for about 6 months, but back in July, Valley Casino opened online in PA. They had offered me a $300 casino credit upon sign-up, so I took that $103 and turned it into $30K.
Oh,
Valley was beating a
that's
bunch
a
of
lick.
Jags with me trying to cash out. So in the midst of waiting to cash out, I turned $30K into $130K, and then they locked me out. It was all pure luck and a gift from my mom in heaven who hated my gambling habits. So I used that money to pay off my truck and my motorcycle, took care of some other debts, and the rest sits in a Roth IRA. So, boys, what are your biggest wins?
I was going to say
Christmas, guys.
$800 fucking dollars.
What the fuck was he playing?
Yeah, what the
Yeah, $100
Merry
into
Christmas.
100. What do you say? 130.
130K.
it went
That's
to 30K, then cashed out and put the 30K into another one, and fucking.
130 grand.
Man,
What's yours, Jack? Because I know yours is bigger
mine
than
isn't
mine.
a lot. It's like 6,500.
Okay, mine. I remember what it was. It was a Eagles game, $50 parlay, several legs to it. I actually fell asleep, woke up, and I won. It was like 4,200. That was the most I ever won.
Yeah, I won.
And it was like Christmas.
I won a Brooks Koepka golf tournament around like the Super Bowl or some shit like that. I hit for like 65, I think.
30 grand's a nice
Maybe
lick.
it wasn't even that much. I don't know.
Yeah, good for Yo. Yoshi's the man too.
Yeah, good for Yoshi. That's a fucking major lick. Now Z-Bird just like, if you ever thought Z-Bird was giving up parlays, that just ignited a fire. That ignited a fire in me, man. I can't fucking win shit right now.
Yeah,
good for you, Yosh.
But it's fun. I'll tell you what. I've never had more fun gambling. I haven't been hitting a ton of parlays, but there's nothing wrong with losing a little bit of money and having fun.
Dude, I mean,
That's what you do for it. It's the
sports
rush, dude.
yeah, sports gambling is keeping the NFL alive right now. It's so bad. If it wasn't for like parlays, they'd be so fucked.
1,000%.
1,000%. I wouldn't be watching.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that is keeping me like vested.
What's up, boys? It's Kenny. 2 weeks in a row, 3 guys. We all know the podcast is better with 4 people.
I knew this was coming.
If I was too funny, I knew if I was too funny, this would happen. I have a lot of fun coming on, though, so, like, I can try and turn it down a little bit. You know, unlike Shuley, I'm happy to abandon my kids and wife on a Tuesday evening, you know. You guys are crazy shit. I'll tell them what the priority is, you know. But, you know, like a beach ball holding it underwater, eventually it's going to pop to the surface, so I can't be unfunny forever. You know, I can turn it down, but I'm not turning it down on the voicemails, though, because I'll be damned if I'm going to let someone like fucking Hotshot chime me on the voicemails.
Candy's the best.
Yeah, Ken, we'll get you back in here for sure, buddy.
Dude, so I seen my cousin the other day, and he was like, he's a huge podcast fan. He was like, you haven't been here 2 fucking weeks. He was like, dude, you're about to go to Wade like Yogi P. He's like, we're gonna call you Yogi B.
Yeah, you Wally Pitt, man. You know, Ken, we didn't want to overwhelm you. We didn't know Shirley wasn't going to be here like till very last minute both times, I think. So we don't want to fucking, you know, keep calling you the well and keep going to it. But yeah, we'll definitely get you back on here. You're a pretty funny guy. Well, dude, where's the water boy been? I think we We kept making fun of him for
for getting his dick sucked by a dude.
Yeah, that's
That
over,
happens,
buddy.
dude.
Yeah,
We won't bring that up.
We promise we won't bring that up anymore. Call back in, man. We miss you. We want to hear what you got. I'm sure you got some good stories. We won't bring that story up anymore. We'll put that away in 2023.
Yeah,
That's it. That'll be our New Year's resolution.
It's going in the vault. It won't come back out, Waterboy. Once your call's back.
All right, let's take a little break.
All right, everybody. We take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eagle Tits here. Time for your favorite part of the show, the ads. Our sponsors help keep the show going, so if anybody that we talk about interests you, please go show them support. All right, let's get into this. Located in the heart of Pittsburgh's South Side, 12 Whiskey Barbecue features 100 bottle craft beers and 28 drafts from local and indie brewers. Their kitchen's open late and they have a crazy good menu. On top of that, they have events at the bar as well as offer catering. Birthdays, weddings, business events, and more, they've got you covered. Check them out at 12pgh.com or visit them at 1222 East Carson Street. That's TWELVEPGH.com. Primetime Appliance. You've heard us talk about them before. Their company puts the customer first. They're punctual and they take their time to get the job done right the first time. Cooktop repair, dishwasher repair, dryer repair, electric appliance repair, freezer repair, gas appliance repair, refrigerator repair, washer repair. I could go on all day. Have an emergency? Call them at 412-896-1395 or visit them at primetimeappliance.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's Hot Sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Moneyline, get it kicked off.
Hey, Junior.
Who's Corn Dicking this week?
Rashad Mendenhall was out of his tree, dude. I feel like the ex-Steelers are like leading the league in like CTE. You don't see like other. Maybe it's just we're close to it, so we get all the ex-players like tweets and
we
shit like
notice it
that.
more,
We notice
yeah.
it more. Maybe like every team gets it, but our ex-players are fucking bananas, dude.
Mahomes is. I was talking to Shirley about this today, but when he was like talking because Jason Whitlock fired at him, he's like they've been talking. Like Jason Whitlock like showed a picture of his wife.
Mendenhall, you mean?
Mendenhall's
Yeah,
wife. He's like don't ever put a picture of my wife. People in Pittsburgh have been talking about the same play for 13 years. The fumble.
Yeah, right.
The Super Bowl
Yeah.
fumble.
Yeah.
He is scarred over that.
Oh, no, it ruined his life.
It ruined his life.
It ruined
And
his
he's
life.
angry.
Well, in his defense, he's always been nutty on Twitter.
He's nutty.
But anytime he tweets anything, the first comment underneath is like, "Hey, remember you fumbled the Super Bowl?"
Dude,
away?
he was
Yeah.
like a 9/11 sympathizer. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, but however, he's like thinks it's just like average white guys are mad about it. Like no, like the
Everybody.
black Steelers fans in the city are pissed at you too.
Yeah.
they
You
hate
fumbled
you
away
so-
the Super Bowl to Green Bay.
The funny thing is, read the tweet because there's so much.
So
to break.
Mendenhall is, I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with all black versus all white so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football? Jesus, is that hard to read? I'm better than your GOAT.
We'll start with the running back situation. You're not better than Christian McCaffrey.
No, and we're not going to go through here who would win an all black, all white.
I mean,
you know,
pound
game.
for pound. I mean, black athletes.
We're getting dusted.
capita,
Like you
yeah,
said, like you said, T.J. Watt. Like
They got a
tweeted-
lot more to go.
Listen, we can't strap up Jason Sehorn. You
Wait,
know what I mean?
You
Like,
see the next tweet it says, "What team gets Mahomes?"
Yeah, that would,
that's funny.
and that would be like the white and black draft. And it was funny. They were talking about it on TV. They were like, "Well, if it was back in 1940s, you know, what I mean, he'd be black, 100%. Now it's 2020. You want to say he's white?
Yeah.
The 2040s, he'd be, or the 1940s, he'd definitely be black. Dude, but here's the thing: like, take the white equation out of it. If you're sick of like average just guys commenting on football, then guess what? No one's gonna fucking watch it because that's
Yeah.
all. That's all.
That's
average-
why you're rich.
not white, like John said. No, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, whatever, Asian, whatever. Average guys, we all watch football and we
Yes.
all talk about it. If we didn't, you wouldn't have a fucking job.
I feel like players probably always hated the fans. You know what I mean? More
Yeah.
or less.
Wait,
But
well-
now there's like a Twitter and there's Instagram and they're voicing their opinions, like how they pretty much think fans are like losers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even like Taylor Lewan said the one time, like we'll see some dude like wearing his jersey, like look at this fucking like clown. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like
Stupid.
it's stupid to say out loud when you're in the business of like people having to buy your shit.
Dude, when you see Mendenhall going off about Whitlock, and he's like, all I do is bring up that play for, like, dude, like, and now that they see he's mad,
Yeah.
like, you look through the thread.
Yeah.
It's like, all it is the video of him fumbling.
Wait. So
Like, they're going to drive him nuts.
Whitlock had the best line. He was like, because he's married to
well,
Mendenhall's
you gotta-
married to a white
yeah.
chick. He was like, "You like the fruit, but you hate the tree." I thought that was the funniest
That's
shit
pretty
in
it
the
is
world.
fucking
dude.
funny.
He's like, my wife ain't even white. She's Arabian. Whitlock was like, same thing. Whitlock
Yeah.
goes hard.
I mean, Whitlock goes hard.
He
'cause
likes to fuck with people.
Well, he knows he found a lane to fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's hot right
He
now.
was going away, and he just, he flipped it over. Like, all right, I could stir up some shit
found
here
his niche.
and stay relevant. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I just got to take the opposite side of like every other black person in America. And
That's his
and
shtick.
everybody will get mad at me, and then
Yeah.
some like white people will probably like me.
yeah.
So that's kind of where
Dude,
he's
and-
at.
and he's relevant again.
Mendenhall was mad, dude.
Yeah, he pretty much does exactly what like Mark Madden does, just with like to piss off black people.
They were saying
Yeah.
this was like a funny point they were talking about, like on NFL show I was watching yesterday, and they brought this up, and they were like saying like some of the black it was on Pat McAfee. They were saying like the one Darius Butler's on there, and he was like being like a black DB. He's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, like if you got smoked during the game, shit happens. If you got smoked by Wes Walker, motherfucker, you didn't hear the end of it for 4 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
can't hide behind the
No,
truth.
no,
I mean,
the
yeah.
truth.
That
the
is
truth.
funny as
Watch
fuck.
college football. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Black people are more athletic than white people.
Yeah.
There's no
For the
doubt
most
about
part.
it. For the
Right.
most part.
Right.
And like, I don't. There's exceptions. There's a Christian McCaffrey, and there's what I
Per
mean?
capita.
Per capita. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
But yeah, Mendenhall.
He's an average running back and talks all that shit like he's a fucking Hall of
I
Famer.
like Mendenhall. He got a little.
Yeah.
He's weird.
He's
He
a
got
weird
the
cat.
CT.
I remember for a Monday Night Football game, they were like, doing like a expose on him, and he was like taking up hip hop dancing. And I'm
Well,
like,
he was a hip hop dancer.
remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is odd.
Yeah, if you're hip hop dancing and you're,
Usually, if you're an athlete, you could dance though. You know, they kind of go hand in hand, right? You know, you could.
Well, yeah,
fucking-
because you're black and black people.
I
can
didn't want to
dance.
say that.
I mean, it's true.
Right. Yeah, you didn't think they have to learn hip hop? They just know
Yeah.
it naturally.
Most black dudes I know are
Part
pretty
of
good
the culture.
sports and they
Yeah.
can dance. You know what I mean? Most white
You'll see like a
dudes-
3-year-old video. They're just like kicking it. I'm like, I could never dance that good.
Yeah, well,
that
Short
was,
Mendenhall,
that was in the blood.
Yeah.
he cannot dance all of us right now. You know what I mean?
and he's not even that good.
Yeah, he's average. He's still
Like, dude, he's
taking
like Bill
lessons.
Buckner.
You give me like a half bottle of Jameson, I'm like, get out there.
like a right shoulder, left shoulder. Yeah. They have a little thrust.
We might have to do a little dancing down the rhinos, E-Bird.
We might have to, dude. Have fed
Make
the
some
God
dollars.
fed the God throwing bands at us. Racks on racks on
Who knows
racks.
what this is going to turn into?
Yeah, God
It's
only
going to be
knows.
good for the podcast.
Yeah. What's good for the podcast is good for everybody.
What's good for the podcast is good for our marriages.
That's what I always
Dude,
tell
you must have
Rosa.
told my dad about it, and I was at the office today, and Johanna was there, and he like brought it up. He's like, what's this thing with spearmint rhino? I'm like, Not that I'm even. I'm not even be down there.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. They're sponsoring. I think the show. I don't know. Go
Ears
down.
just went up.
Yeah, right.
Well, I told him, I said, if you ain't doing nothing December 30th, come out and watch these cage fights. And he's like, where's that? I was like, the strip club Spirit Run.
He's like, what's he talking about? Shark fin pie? I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
We're just walking a fine line in this podcast.
we might
I'll
just
tell
have to
you
edit
that.
this whole thing. I've been drinking a little too much nog.
All right, what the New York mayor, Larry, play this clip. This idiot. This is probably the best answer to a question. The best / worst answer to a question of all time.
Mr. Mayor, we've come to the end of what was a very eventful 2023, right? So when you look at the totality of the year, if you had to describe it, and it's tough to do, in one word, what would that word be, and tell me why?
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open. This is a very, very complicated city, and that's why it's the greatest city on the globe.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's more than one word.
Well, he said no. His one word
I
was
know,
New York.
I'm joking.
But what the fuck? Like, dude, mayors and like congressmen and politicians, they're media trained. You know
He
what I
was.
mean? Like,
He missed that train
It's
there,
not like they
dude.
just get thrown to the wolves. Like, there's people there. They've been trained to answer. That guy knew that question was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew that question was coming, and that was his answer. That's the most insane answer I ever heard before in my life.
It
Very
wasn't even
funny.
coherent.
No, it doesn't make sense. One, but
You
like,
could wake up and a plane could crash, or your friend could open a business. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pretty drastic
pretty
contrast.
big,
the best of both worlds.
yeah,
Or the
it's
best
pretty-
and worst.
Best
yeah,
city on
could
the
be
globe.
a really good day,
Yeah.
or you could open up a Krispy Kreme.
Right.
You know, you don't know. You don't know
Or
what
you
the
get
fuck's gonna
20,000.
happen.
Yeah.
I'd much rather listen to Trump talk about when life gives you lemons, Joe Biden kills you with them. That's the fucking
Much more entertaining.
That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't even investigate if it was true or not because I just wanted it to be true so bad.
Yeah,
So
doesn't
I was
matter.
like, yeah.
I'll tell you one thing real quick on our YouTube. Now that we post a lot of these clips, people who've they don't know us, whatever, they constantly comment like, "You guys don't know what you're talking." We don't.
Yeah, no.
We've never claimed to be a truth-based podcast. We're mainly headlines,
Satire.
and then we make the rest up.
Yeah, and yeah, it's very rarely do I open the article up. So
Yeah.
you take that
Pretty
into
easy to
account.
fact check us. We might
Yeah.
have a couple
Yeah.
things wrong.
Yeah.
I like this one. The Boston mayor sent out a Christmas party invite, and she didn't invite any whites. So, and then she went back.
Mendenhall.
Yeah, they pretty much
She's
sent
like,
out,
keep your wife at home.
sent it out to like the rest of the councilmen, and we're like, "Hey, we're gonna have a party. Just leave the whites at home." So you know,
I get it. Be honest with you.
yeah, some whites suck.
No, there's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
odd. That's just odd.
Yeah, obviously that's blatantly racist.
This is a workplace
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? What are you talking? So you just
You
hate?
think the whites are like, well, we'll have our own party?
They're segregating
Can't do
Christmas
that.
parties
You can't do that. No.
up in Boston.
Well, and that's a weird place. I mean, let's be honest. Boston's a weird place to say get rid of them whites.
Yeah, they
A lot
love
of whites
the
in
whites
Boston.
love the whites in Boston. It's usually the other way around. Man, yeah, there's a point like, hey, we had enough of their shit.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers been racist for 1,000 years. We're having our own
Well, how
fucking
the hell did
party.
she get elected up
That's
there?
what I mean.
Yeah,
That's odd.
COVID fucked shit up. There was a lot of things slipped through the cracks during COVID.
I think there's just a lack of people that want to be mayor.
Well, I
I don't think it's really great pay.
Yeah,
It's not great pay. You get blamed for shit, pretty much for everything. You don't have much control over anything. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it
everything
just-
you do got to go through 10
yeah,
other
there's
people.
departments for fucking everything.
It's not as easy to steal anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah. Luke got jammed up for all that. You know,
Great mayor.
Thanks
yeah.
a lot, Luke.
Seen Luke the other day.
Yeah, I love Luke.
Yeah, I wish we could trot him back out there.
Is he
You know
going to be
what?
the
That might
spearmint
have been
right
a-
Comeback
he might be a
player of
bad
the year.
podcast guest.
Yeah, I'm surprised Luke doesn't have his own podcast. 27 and mayor. Could you imagine being like,
No.
no, me either.
Yeah.
It would've
well,
went
you
to
know what
say-
I was doing? I was doing exactly.
Yeah, exactly what Luke was doing.
Yeah.
I was doing exactly what he was. We were at the same spots. he might have been wilder than I was.
Really?
Yeah, he went for it.
Just trying
He
to
leaned into it.
just trying to get a slice of that shark fin pie. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Good though. Good dude though. NBA Anthony Edwards wants IG chick to get an abortion so bad that he sent her $100K to abort the mission. This chick, I don't know how like these professional athletes keep falling for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, they just love to leave it in. Like, pull it the fuck out, man. And then like $100K, that's a lot of money.
These dudes are like
Better off
they're
fucking a calzone.
making like $40 million a year.
Yeah, but like still, you can't be peeling off $100K per abortion. Now, like that's the status quo. Girls, I mean, know like, hey,
He set a bad precedent.
yeah, you gotta like here's 3,500, and then you like go from
He's
there.
probably thinking he'll be paying that per year.
Not only no. Here's the thing though. He sent her $100,000 to do it.
She didn't do it yet.
She didn't fucking do
Yeah,
it.
no.
She's gonna up the ante. I guarantee you
Think
this
it's
goes
turned
up.
into the blackmail.
I hope he's not his own agent.
This could go up
So-
to $1 million.
So she sends him a pregnancy test. It says, I still have an appointment on the 27th. Hell no, can't do this. That's his response to the pregnancy test. So what now? What a great response. Get an abortion, LOL. To sprinkle the LOL,
He wrote LOL?
yeah, on the abortion, just unbelievable stuff.
You gotta lighten the mood.
Honestly, I had an abortion with my son around 2 years ago, and I regret that every day.
That's just such
I
an
have
awkward
so much
sentence.
to say about that.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the status quo is on abortions. We're going to pass that one by. But to abort,
It's not birth control.
yeah.
No, that's
And then, so his response to that, man, you can't force a kid in the world. Like, what? You don't even know what it is yet. And then she's like, that's not the point.
what do
I
you
said I had an
mean?
abortion 2 years ago and I regret it. Which, like, that makes sense to me.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want a kid. Being cool to you is just going to get an abortion by myself and not doing any shit you're going to say you do. That's being cool with you. Obviously, you've been through this before. Just by your reaction, I will send money to help you out. I didn't ask for it, but okay. So, like, he immediately offers money. She pretends like, oh, that's not what I was going for, but she'll take it. You just don't want a baby? Question mark. Is that what you're saying? Is that why you're saying all this? Because I've been cool with you. Like, no, dude, he just said get an abortion, LOL. He doesn't want a baby. And then he just randomly says, I don't want kids. Let's handle this like grown-ups. Okay. I'm not trying to force you to be a dad to a baby you don't want. I just don't like abortions. That doesn't make me wrong. If you really don't want to do this, then fine. I won't. And he kind of like they went on back and forth. He's like, I got my attorney on it. And then she sent a screenshot of the 100K, so he sent her the 100 fucking K.
But-
It's just Anthony. So he put out a tweet like, "I'm gonna handle the situation privately," more or less. Like
Who posted all that stuff?
She did.
she did.
Oh,
He
yeah,
put
right.
that
You know
out
how
there?
these chicks are now.
They're putting shit on fucking onesies.
Yeah, the DNA results. I mean, dude, she looks like a chick that would get pregnant on purpose.
Yeah, we have a boy who's like relatively famous out of here, producer, and he tweeted immediately like after this, like her picture went out, and he retweeted it, and he was like, "Yeah, when I see chicks like this, I just walk to when they bring shorties like this around, I immediately walk to the other side of the room." Like that's what I mean. You have to know what time it is with this
Right.
fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
But you get a couple fucking.
Start thinking with the wrong
You get a
head.
couple
Yeah.
Casamigos in you, and you
Yeah.
get all horned up.
Yeah.
You ain't no calzones around to fucking
Yeah.
shit.
You gonna fuck her calzone.
Oh, cottage cheese calzone.
LeBron James sits down during anthem at Bronny's USC game. Anything to make something about him.
Yeah,
So it's
he
like Bronny's
sucks.
first game, USC. LeBron walks in late, comes in, the anthem's on, sits down, doesn't stand during it. Like, dude, it's your son's fucking college hoop game. Just come watch the game. Like, not everything is a giant fucking stand. Like,
It's
I don't
not
know.
about you.
It's not about you, dude.
Especially since Bronny came back after a cardiac arrest, and it was pretty cool to see like a lot of NBA players shot up Bronny, like, "Hey, welcome back, man," everything like that, and then like you just gotta sit down, like, yeah, right there at that moment, you're just saying like, "Look at me, look at me, look at me."
Yeah, I don't know. It's just,
It's the beginning
you
of
know what
something,
you're
too.
doing. He's just anything to get a story out
I
about
think
him.
he's a jackass.
Yeah, I'm not a LeBron guy.
100%.
Noted, but
You know, your brother loves him. I'm
Joe
not.
loves LeBron. I don't know. He's just super corny and he does shit like this. He's just like, dude, you have all the attention in the world. Doesn't it like get old like after a while?
Give some to your son. I mean, that's your son's day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, let him have his day.
Like, go I don't know. I mean, I guess I would want to watch it on the floor too. I was gonna say like go in a box or something, dude. You have a little, but Brawny got to be sick of that shit too.
Well,
everything's about his
yeah.
dad. Like, dude, geez, fuck.
And also, I mean, in one sense, yeah, he's sick of it. On the other, he's the highest paid NIL player. A lot of it's based on being Braun Jr.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's a
you're right.
double-edged sword, you know.
Old Charlie Woods had himself a weekend. That kid, he fucking hit a 321-yard drive.
Yeah,
How
he hit
old
over
is
the green.
he?
He's 14 years old. Crushing the
Good
ball.
for him.
Him and John Daly Center would be fun to watch.
Kuchar's son looks better than all of them.
Really?
The Kuchar's son's 6. Daly's son, I think, is like college age now.
Yeah, he's at Arkansas.
Kuchar's son's 16. He looks unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, real tall kid. Got some good-ass hair. I mean, but Charlie got all of Tiger's mannerisms. It looks like you just reversed the clock. 14 years old, 321, scary, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a little cocky fucker, but he's
well,
he's
that's
having,
awesome.
I'd be
how
a
would he
cocky
be?
fucker.
No doubt,
I seen
man.
you hit one good drive and be a cocky
Yeah.
motherfucker.
No doubt.
Do these?
No doubt.
You might know this, Jack. Do these dudes? It's like any sport in college. Can you get NIL deals?
Uh-huh.
So like he's probably getting NIL deals already in high school.
I think you can get into high school now, yeah. But,
That's
dude,
cool.
Tiger, it seems like Tiger's going to break up with Nike, or Nike's breaking up with Tiger.
That's what they're saying. He's still wearing the stuff.
I'm still wearing the product. And then he asked him again, he's like, I'm still wearing the product. It's going to be weird if Tiger gets do you think, like, Tiger's just aging out and, like, kids aren't, like, so, like,
He's still people still love him in golf. Why would they get rid of Tiger?
Dudes our age still love him in golf. But,
Right.
like, you need kids to buy
You
all
gotta
that
Do you
shit.
think Nike wants to mess with him when his son's coming through the ranks?
That probably has something to do
His
with
son,
it, too.
I mean, his son's going to wear golf apparel.
No doubt. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking that has something
You
to do
screw
with
the
it as
dad
well.
over, you ain't getting the son.
Yeah.
Yep. Or maybe Tiger's just trying to get everything under fucking the Tiger Woods umbrella because he knows Charlie's about to be a major cash cow.
Yeah. I guess, Tiger probably said, so he's not worried about money.
No, definitely not. Definitely
He's not
not.
wearing some other gear.
We had a guy go viral for boiling his ribs. They're ghost white, probably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen before in my life.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like that
That's
at
a
all.
white-
You boil them
That's a
first
white-
and then you cook them.
You could boil, yeah. Then you
you-
but this dude just went straight forward, I think.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, he's cooking them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. I've heard of that before.
that's still-
Yeah, that's not enough, though, John.
There's no
Look at
crust
the
on
crust
it.
on it. What
That's
There ain't
crust?
no
dude?
crust
He
on
had
it.
like
It looks
3
like
squirts of Sweet
shit.
Baby Ray's. That's gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what'd you rate out, dude? What the fuck is that?
I think he might have actually. What, you guys barbecue guys? You guys got like a green egg or anything like that?
I just got a regular propane grill.
You go old school, huh?
Yeah, I'll cook some steaks on it or
So
something.
I
I'm not
got,
particularly good at it, but I have a gas grill.
I
Yeah.
got a smoker.
You got a smoker? You be smoking?
Yeah, so I'm not very good at it yet.
Takes a lot of patience, it seems like.
It's not patience. It's just,
Time.
yeah, you got to start at the right time because either you're going to dry that motherfucker out or it's going to be raw.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm new to the game.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know.
My brother's into it. He does a pretty good job with it. But yeah, it does seem all about time. Patience was the wrong word.
Well, you
it's
have
all
to
about
pay
timing.
attention.
Timing is where
Right,
it's
you
at,
can't
yeah.
go walk away like do you come back and then
Yeah, it's not like a set it and forget
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right. So I started out doing. My dad has one. It's like one of those pellet, like those little
wood
like, pellet
pellets.
fuels. Yeah. You put that in there. You put the like whatever you buy the like flavored wood. You want
Right.
fucking pear tree apple whatever. Put that in there. Smoke it. It's good. Like a brisket. I did it. Brisket cost me like $175.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot and it, dry.
you killed it.
Maybe
Made that
just
motherfucker
edible
jerky.
or
You
not?
still
no,
eat it?
we ate it, but it was just dry.
$175 you're eating that
Yeah,
baby.
motherfucker. Somebody's eating this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like a chicken, we did a chicken the other day. That worked out nicely.
Joe did a turkey for Thanksgiving. It was really good.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
that's
You want to fucking do something? You got to talk to Mishka about the sous vide, like where you like boil it in water first and then
What's sous
Really?
vide?
it's like so you like vacuum seal whatever you're cooking and then you put it in this like hot
boy,
water bath
yeah,
at
yeah.
like 200 degrees for fucking 15 hours or some shit.
Like a crock pot.
Yeah, but then you take it out and you finish it on the grill or in the oven or whatever.
Fire.
That's how the bees are made. His Thanksgiving turkey. He sent me a video. It looked quite juicy.
Good for him.
Yeah.
We had Gen Z suffers from a menu anxiety, which means they're scared to order when the waiter or waitress comes out to them.
Like my kids.
Get out. Order, pussies. Your kids aren't scared to order? Or are
The
scared to
two
order?
older ones ordered the 5-year-old like nervous too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Whatever
5
that-
though. She'll
yeah,
get
little.
to it,
I mean,
you know?
She's
yeah,
5.
She's 5.
She will. It's not a
Yeah.
problem. But I make the other ones order.
Yeah,
My,
you gotta,
my kids
you
love
gotta
ordering
get
for
over.
themselves.
it.
Yeah.
My kids love ordering for themselves.
How old were they when they started ordering for themselves?
I don't know, probably like a couple years ago.
Say
Like
chicken
6,
tenders.
7, you know.
Chicken tenders and fries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, please.
Yeah, and I'll make them say please and, thank you to everything they
But
say.
we're talking about like 20-something-year-olds here. Like they come up, like, I'm just too freaked out right now. I can't handle this.
You're high.
Could you imagine going to a Cheesecake Factory? They would go nuts.
It's just that menu makes me go nuts sometimes.
I
Yeah,
can't-
it's
I
the
can't
face-to-face
order that.
interaction of speaking to another human being.
Yeah,
But
they
they
don't
don't
do it.
do it a lot.
No.
They don't talk on the phone a lot. They text.
School. They know each other. They know each other, so they know their teachers. So it's not weird. But yeah, you're talking to a stranger when you're talking to a server. So like, I could see that. I mean, I really can't, but I kind of understand where kids are coming from these days because
I mean, don't get me wrong. The anxiety of like complaining. Sometimes you ever get that, and you're like, man, I really don't want
Yeah.
to say nothing, but I kind of do.
I have to.
Depends on what mood I'm in.
I'm not gonna complain.
Ever.
And I'll probably put leanie on them before anything.
But-
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Addy will say something before I'll say something.
There's
Sure.
sometimes though that like
Rose will say something,
Johanna
make
just
it
don't want to
awkward.
do it. I'm like, I got to do it. Where's
Yeah.
this bread at?
Yeah.
Can you please bring this bread?
No, I gotta reel Rose in every once in a while. She'll say, like, all right.
She'll
take
fly
it-
off the handle.
take it
Yeah.
easy, killer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we
Where's
don't
my
wanna
fucking dog?
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't wanna
she was
get-
like,
we don't get
I
your nog
said-
spit
This
in.
bitch forget the knob.
Yeah, she was like, I said no going diamonds.
We got some competition. Amanda Bynes started a podcast one day. First podcast out. She canceled it because she couldn't get Drake on.
So
She looks
even though
rough.
the
She's
podcast
ugly as a
is doing
sin.
Really well, and the
One episode.
response has been great. I am going to take a pause on it for now. We are not able to get the type of guests that I'd like on the show, like say Jack Harlow or Drake or Post Malone. So maybe
Where's
one
she at in her
day if we're
closet?
able to get those types of guests on the show, we will resume the podcast. But for now, I'm taking a pause on it. Thank you everyone who watched. I really hope you enjoyed it. And that is all for now.
So Amanda Bynes seen like that
So
Bobby
I wanted
chick
to post
go like,
something about
oh yeah,
how I felt last night
she's
after
back.
I made a post that we were pausing the podcast. So I talked to a few friends and they all said to keep going. So we're going to continue the podcast and we are filming next Friday as planned.
What
I
kind
hate
of
how she
accent
says
is that?
podcast.
I don't think
She's Canadian. She
no,
got to be
I
Canadian.
think she's just not.
I think she's on drugs.
She's on drug. Yeah, she's.
Oh,
I think
man.
she's under a conservatorship or was like she got. These
She was
child,
like, "We're
these
not gonna
child
do the
actors are
podcast."
majorly like fucked. But yeah, you can't. Amanda, she saw that Bobby chick
Where
that
is
went
she
viral.
from?
She was like a child star, like Disney shit.
Yeah.
She was actually before she started like
Wow.
before she went nuts and started fucking with her fucking face.
Yeah.
She was hot.
And now she got
Yeah, she's American.
nose ring and a tattoo face and a
She
fake
looks like she
accent.
hasn't slept in
What a
3
shame.
days.
She might know if she's on the Adderall.
Yep, the Adderall losing a little bit.
She was like, so the podcast is back on
She's
because I got
making
a
her
new
own
prescription of Adderall.
I like it.
you know you're nuts when you're making your own.
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
She was like, this is a Bynes accent.
Next week we're gonna have Lawrence Lane from Lane Media, does Greenfoot Finest podcast. He's going to come on and rub his nipples for
Dude.
the show. He's not Drake or Jack Harlow, but he has nice nipples.
She's like a Russian Canadian.
Yeah.
She just thought like Jack Harlow and Post Malone and Drake were like doing these podcast appearances for like no money.
She's like, so I called them and they were like, no, we're not going to come on your podcast.
Hey,
Dude, I knew this dude who I
I
thought was
called
from
Wayne
New York.
Gretzky.
Thought he's from New York. Knew him for years. Talked like he was from New York. Dude was from
Fake.
like Altoona.
Faked it.
Faked the
Love it.
whole accent. I think he still does it. I haven't seen him in years.
Good
but,
for
like,
him.
Dude, just like I remember like
That's
bartending,
hilarious.
and I was like, oh yeah, he's from New York. They're like, dude, he's from Altoona. He doesn't really talk like that. I was
He
like,
lives in
and
Hollidaysburg.
then I paid a little more close attention. I'm like, oh my god, this is completely made up. Then I asked a couple, they just got out there, and then I think he tried to back off it for a while, then just fucking missed his fake New York accent and just
He's
went
like,
back
what do you
into
mean? He's like, everybody in Hollidaysburg talks like this. Oh.
I mean, I'd like to see the demographic of the psychos that listen to Amanda Bynes' podcast. I would say
one person.
No, it's all. I would
It's
guarantee.
eagle tits.
I would guarantee you, like, they all have major mental health issues.
Yeah. There might be a lane for that, though.
No, there is. I mean, you definitely, if you have a wellness center, you want to advertise on there. Have you thought about eating your own fingers?
Dude, we better not keep, if I find out Amanda Bynes is doing better numbers than us, dude.
There's no way. We just had the biggest week ever.
Biggest week ever. Yeah, whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it, because the word is getting out. We're blowing up here a little bit, so keep telling your friends. But yeah, if Bynes is doing better than us, I'm walking into the river. So
Yeah. I'm going to make up my own accent, too.
Mother-in-law wants daughter to be a server on Christmas. So this chick is down on some cash, picked up her server job for Christmas. Christmas Eve, she wants to. Her mother-in-law was coming into town, and they were going to do something at the house or whatever. Yada yada yada. The mother-in-law wants to go to a restaurant, so she called the restaurant. They said it was going to be closed. Wanted them to open up the restaurant so the daughter-in-law can wait on all of them, serve them, and they could give her a generous tip for as a Christmas present. So, and the daughter-in-law was like, dude, no way in the world do I want to wait on my family on fucking Christmas. It's the most insane thing ever. Just give me the money.
Right.
Put it in a card.
I kind of like it. That's such passive
It is
aggressive
very passive
shit,
aggressive,
dude.
like-
It's like the wildest shit
You're
ever.
going to dance for this 200.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
thinking
but
the
not even
rose
that.
that
Just
my
open
mom
the
got
whole
to-
restaurant up. Obviously, the
Dude,
Now everyone's going to hate you that
Like,
works
oh,
there.
we can't get no one to work. Like, don't worry, my daughter-in-law will do
I
it.
think they told her no, we're closed, and she's like, well, my daughter-in-law Josie works down there. I want her to wait on us, so just open up so we can give her a tip.
Yeah.
I'm curious to what the
this
tip
mother-in-law
would be.
gotta be a fucking
She got to be.
ballsy
God.
woman to do that.
She hates her.
Let's guess. Tip-wise, coming from the family, I'm saying $500.
Yeah,
Probably 5.
I was thinking 5.
Not
too.
if the mother-in-law got anything to say about it.
Yeah, if you're doing shit like this, you might think
What if she's deducting
$100
money?
or $200 tip is like a fantastic tip, which is in some cases it definitely is.
It might
But-
not be 15%.
But it's not worth going into Christmas fucking Eve and fucking working. I hate when I waited tables. I fucking hated waiting on people I knew.
It's
It
the
was
worst.
the worst,
Yeah.
man.
Everybody
It's
wants something.
They want something. It's awkward, and you're you gotta have to have small talk, and it's just dude, get the fuck out of my section.
I'm at work.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm at fucking Bravo right now.
I'm at work,
Let me sell
bro.
this fucking lasagna and get the fuck
You
out of
think
here.
I want to be here?
I'll see you after.
Right.
But everybody should have to wait tables. That should be a prerequisite for life that you have to wait tables for a
If
little
you
bit.
want to eat out, you got to be in the
you gotta-
service
you gotta
industry
work
at some
at
point.
some capacity.
all of us here, I mean, I waited tables, and all of us here had jobs since we were 13.
Yeah. Johnny, you never had
I did landscaping. My dad had a bar for a minute. I was
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
bartended
you
for a little.
bartended for a
Yeah,
little bit,
yeah. There you go.
You deal with some real assholes there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's usually me.
Bartending and waiting tables though are truly, really it's different. Bartending, it's a real quick. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
You can all right, here's your beer. Get the fuck away
Right.
from me. I'll ignore you for 15 minutes, and I'll come back and get you another beer and roll again. Someone's sitting at your table. You got to deal with them for fucking an hour and a half, 45 minutes.
That's your
It's-
money too.
yeah,
you
and,
got to you got to entertain these
Yeah,
things.
Just
you
from
gotta-
seeing
gotta-
how people have treated waiters
Oh,
and
it's
waitresses.
brutal, man.
Yeah, some people are
Having said
assholes.
that, a bad waitress is hell.
No doubt.
Or waiter.
I remember I had this lady at Bravo. I was working the fucking outside on the patio. Real snooty chick who thought she was I don't know where she thought she was. She was acting like the Bravo waterfront was fucking oceanfront Miami property. And she was drinking this fucking Pinot Grigio. And she was it's just real uppity cunt. And I
He was like,
the walk to the kitchen to the patio was a shot, man. So I left the empty wine glass because I thought she was done. I left it sit on the table, nothing else on the table. Her full wine glass, an empty wine glass, and whatever the dude she was drinking a beer. That's the only thing on the whole table. she was like, "Can you come here for a second?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And she was pushes the empty glass towards me. She's like, "I've eaten at places all over the world. I have no idea why you would think it was okay to leave this wine glass here."
Oh.
I pushed it back. I'm like, "I don't fucking care."
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, dude, she had me so fucking mad.
This is
and then
Homestead.
then I realized what I did, and I was like, I just swore at that. I had to run up to my manager. I was like cool with. She was like super cool. I was like, I just told that chick I don't fucking care. She's gonna freak out on you. Just a heads up.
Yeah, give you a calm before the
What they
storm.
do?
Did she?
No, she realized she was a cunt too, and kind of just like she was like,
Yeah, her
she
husband
was
or
like,
boyfriend
she was
was
like,
like,
you
"What
can't do
the
that. I was like,
fuck?"
I know, but like, you know. She's like, I know.
She crossed the
but,
line.
Yeah, she crossed the line.
I redlined in my
I mean,
mind.
we had a dude go throw like pennies at people, like chase them out in the parking lot and throw penny. They left them
For
a
a bad tip?
They left them a bad tip. Left a bunch of change in the fucking book. Dude put the change in his hand, ran out the parking lot, crow hopped it off the back of the person.
How did
kinda
that
get
go?
that.
He didn't get fired. Bravo, the first round when I worked at Bravo, when I was just like a server's assistant, it was the Wild Wild West down there. They were busy as fuck. They didn't give a fuck. Everybody was on like weed cookies and drinking in the bathroom and like fucking. And like I was just like young and just like, this is kind of I loved it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was.
What did the dude do that got hit with the coin?
He was shocked. He got in his car. He wanted no parts. This dude was like a flamboyant gay dude too that like threw it at him.
He's
Dude.
probably the manager now.
Yeah, it was. It
He's
was some
the
funny
GM.
shit. But yeah, people used to talk crazy to you down there. It was hard to suck up, especially because like it was such a corporate place. So like, they knew if they bitched, they would get something for free. So everybody like, all right, if I fuck with this dude enough,
Yeah.
he's gonna give me a reason to complain. I get a free cheesecake. It was like in the playbook, dude.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I'm losing. This is a losing battle here. Brother in arms, Jaguars employee arrested for stealing $22 million and firing in parlays on FanDuel. Went by the handle Parlay Picker, and he was so bad, he's the biggest loser in FanDuel history.
Dude, did I send you this?
No.
Okay, so I watched the whole story of this on this other YouTuber. His name's Microphone, and he had gotten away with this for almost like, I think it was like 12 years, and then they didn't realize it until he kept getting promoted as he was stealing money and kept moving up the ladder. And what he was doing was like writing fake invoices that cost too much, taking in the money, kept doing it over and over and over again. And I know they never mentioned he was a gambler, but I heard this fucking story. But that dude and then they were like looking at him, and they was like, he was living like better than like Trevor Lawrence. Like, where the fuck is he getting all this money at?
How could he have access to all that money?
Because he was the head finance. He moved up from the chain. John, he was like the head finance
Someone
guy.
got to have the checkbook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was
Like,
$22 million.
He was a Middle
is an
Eastern-
extreme
He was like
amount
a
of
Middle
money.
Eastern dude. Like, they're smart with money, so they put him ahead of
Well,
finance.
he wasn't smart at betting,
Well,
obviously.
Marcon owns the team.
yeah, it's a Middle Eastern dude on
Probably,
the squad.
probably his like nephew.
And now he's facing 30 fucking years.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, but like, yeah, parlay picker to lose 20. Yeah, I mean, fuck.
What a
Some
hand.
major parlays.
I like
What's
How many?
what's DFS games mean?
draft. Wait, hold on.
Was lost on,
DFS games.
I don't know. Is that like soccer or something?
No, via FanDuel.
99% of the funds were lost.
Draft fantasy. That's the DFS is when you're in the fantasy part of it.
So 12 years ago, that would make sense because that shit was out for like,
Yeah.
so he's been in deep for a long
Fuck,
time.
22
Dude, he
million.
must have been in like the $10,000 ones.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's big ones you could get in.
Yeah,
And
like
you could add multiple entries. You could burn through 22 million gambling if you gamble all day.
Yeah.
No fucking
Boy, do I wish I
problem.
owned a gambling site.
Dude, how many Christmases are dependent on parlays this weekend, do you think?
Several.
Dude, several
Check.
100,000. You know, dude, this internet gambling's fucked up. It's going to ruin a lot of lives.
It could, but on the other hand, like if you're betting like on the low end, like $50 to $100 a weekend, you lose. It's not going to affect Christmas.
Sure.
But that $50 parlay hits, and you end up winning $2
a nice
grand.
Christmas.
Guess what, kids? You got
Christmas
busted.
just got better.
Yeah.
Guess who got Power Wheels?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to get a calzone. All right, tell your mother I'll be back.
Don't wait up.
Yeah.
You hit a nice parlay, you get yourself a parlay calzone for sure.
Oh, yeah, you get two of those motherfuckers.
You go in there
Yeah,
extra
you have a
hot.
threesome.
I'll get a stromboli and a pepperoni roll shoved up my room.
I was just gonna say, what are you gonna do with that second one? And there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it. If you
Dude, a hot calzone up the B-hole? Jeez Louise.
a calzone up here.
That's where you want the meat lovers.
Yeah,
You're gonna need to exhale.
No, you need a pepperoni roll in your root because like a calzone is just too goddamn
Yeah, it's
wide.
not going to get up there.
No, you could get the tip.
It's
just
gonna
the
make
tip.
a mess.
Yeah.
Who's cleaning this up?
Yeah, could you imagine what that would look like? It would
Yeah.
look like you gave birth. It would just be shit hanging out everywhere.
Yeah, so you fuck the calzone and you use the pepperoni roll like a butt plug.
Yeah, like you'd be getting that in your root.
Yeah, that don't sound horrible, man.
Yeah.
Jack got that twinkle in his eye.
Yeah.
He's like,
I ain't seen Jack as happy in a minute.
Yeah,
give me
there
an
we go.
extra cup of mirror in
He's
there.
like garlic salt, right?
He's like Lean, you be got them coupons for breadsticks, right?
Get
She's like, Jack, not again.
Get that Papa John's garlic butter going, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's a party.
Spread that around them cakes.
Oh, Jack got them brand new
But
cakes.
can I
dude.
get that garlic garlic sauce?
It doesn't sound half bad,
With a
boys.
little
I'll tell you
twang
what.
on it.
The Eagles are panicking, man. They had Jalen Hurts doing up downs with while another coach had a stick in their hand or like a mop. I don't
It
know
looks
what the
like a
fuck that is.
tiki light.
Yeah, and then he's just hitting the ball with it because like dudes are fumbling too much. They like went to like an old school practice. The field looks brown. They
Yeah.
were like doing hurdles over bags,
Dirt McGee.
up downs with the fucking football. Like this is your star quarterback that you're paying hundreds of millions of dollars to, and like
He's doing it, though.
yeah.
Did you imagine George Pickens, Deontay Johnson? Like,
No.
They'd be like, I'm not
Did
doing
you
that.
see the Pickens? They were like showed some reps the other day. They showed like Pickens rep. It was similar. It was an up down, but it was indoors. You know what I mean? A normal up down. And they had to run up and go like tackle a bag. Pickens doesn't go down. He just fucking puts his hands on the ground, pops right up. So like just pretty much touches the ground, gets up. Johnson does the same half-ass fucking thing, barely touches the ground. And then it didn't look weird until Warren went. He did the full drill, went all the way up, did what you're supposed to, up, down, and then goes fucking tackle the bag. So these dudes aren't even doing shit in like fucking practice.
They don't
man.
care.
They don't give a fuck. But this made me think, it was just funny to see like pro athletes like having to go through a drill like that. What do you think your worst practice ever was? I remember a really bad one. We're probably all going to agree on it. It was probably championship week of the 95 Cougars. That was probably one of the worst practices ever. Right after our two coaches fist fought each other.
And quit?
And we were running our own practice.
We were running our own practice.
Yeah.
But before that, like they were like fighting. I think it was before they fought. They had us like doing bear crawls in like the ice and the snow and shit because we were dicking around so much.
And it was like fucking frozen.
It was frozen, and your
field
hands were
full
like
of mud.
your
Yeah.
hands were like going through the infield.
That was brutal.
And like cutting your hands on the frozen infield, doing bear crawls, and like I think we kind of like bucked back so much that we pushed our two coaches over the edge,
To fist
and they
fight
fist
each
fought
other.
each other.
Yeah.
And then it kind of snapped us out of it, and we ran our own fucking practice, and they
Yeah, we
left.
practiced the rest
Came
of the night.
together.
Came together.
I can't believe they all left. They all left.
I mean,
Everybody
got in
left
their cars
except for
and
us.
they're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you guys, you
Yeah,
don't give a
right.
fuck." They're like, maybe we pushed these guys a little too far.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, they've been.
However,
they've
you
been
know.
coach. They've been coming down there 5 days a week for fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
and now it's championship week, and we're like hiding in the woods and shit like that, throwing mud balls off each other's helmets.
That was the worst.
They like aerated it. Yeah, everybody like threw them little
Those
tubes.
are
and
Yeah,
pellets.
they were
Yeah.
frozen, and dudes were just
And it
getting
would
cracked.
ring your fucking bell.
That wouldn't bother me. It'd be the mist when you'd miss your helmet, hit your cage, and then the dart would explode in your face. That was the worst. But yeah, I think that was one of my like worst. I remember some really bad basketball practices fucking around because basketball they would make you run until you
No,
fucking died.
I was gonna say we had this one coach that like I think he was like a security guard, right? And he was a terrible football coach, but great at conditioning. And we ran the
He's
one that
fucking run forever.
yeah, we ran, dude. I never ran till I threw up before.
Well,
And
that's probably
then
the
I
best
did,
shape
like,
I ever was. Like
Oh,
running.
I was
What
13.
was it for?
Football. Greenfield
Greenfield
Cougars.
Cougars.
Yeah,
Big
he looked like
midgets.
Will Smith.
Yeah, he looked like Will Smith, and he tried to pretend like he was a cop. Like motherfucker, you're a
talking about
security,
Coach Blaze?
top flight
Not
security.
Blaze. This dude was like tall. He ended up like moving to like DC.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
But like,
He
I
looked
remember
like
one
Will
dude. We
Smith.
were like, we just run forever.
He would kill us.
He was
but
like,
I
if
was
I
like
he said,
shredded.
if I would like lap you guys, like you're gonna keep running. And
He would chase you.
I remember like I went to like a wrestling practice once. I don't know if it was like a full. I think it was like a off-season football practice, but they put us with the wrestlers. I remember that being fucking
wrestling's supposed to be crazy.
insanely hard.
Wrestlers, yeah,
I think we did that
they're-
twice, and we're like, dude, whoa, football season's like 6 months
Yeah.
away, dude. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I
here?
got a lot of weed to smoke.
And then I also did I was going to do track for off season for football as well, and our one teacher was a track coach, and I was like, "When's practice start?" They're like, "Starts like now." I was like, "What?" I was like, "It's fucking February." They're like, well, "No, like starts now. We'll see you after school." I was like, "All right." So I go down there. Bunch of dudes that ran track were also like on the swim team, so like I was there like, just get ready down there, and then we start practice. We just go for a run. Get down there. No one else is like at practice. It's me and our chemistry teacher from back in the day. But I was like, "Where?"
She's doing gaggers.
She was out of her mind. You heard
Munching box.
Yeah, you heard like the cat story before. But she was like, "All right, who's all here for like practice?" I was like, "I think just me, but like I'm not 100% sure what's going on. It's my first day." And she was like, I was like, "I'll just go home." You know what I mean? Like I could run back to Greenfield. We'll call that a practice. She's like, No, we're gonna practice. And she took me on the craziest fucking run ever, dude. Like first practice, fucking all the way through Square Hill, laps and laps and laps. Killed me. I never went back.
Yeah.
I went in the next day. The other teacher, who was like the head coach, I was like, "Dude, what was that?"
Who, Mr. Flynn?
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have done that with you." He's like, "Come back in a few weeks when real practice starts." I was like, "Yeah, dude, thanks." You put me on a run with a crazy person on fucking.
She's doing coke and Adderall.
Coke and Adderall, just running me.
This lady
fucking,
won't stop.
Yeah,
I ran track the fucking first year at All Race because I liked this girl that ran track. She didn't want nothing to do with me. But so like after I went to practice for 2 weeks and like I wasn't fast. They weren't going to do anything with me, and they literally put me on hurdles. I was the shortest dude there, and I just said, "Fuck this!" I just quit.
track practice. I
did it for 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, so I did it. So
I couldn't
went,
even get over the hurdle. You know
No,
what I
they
mean?
were high.
I knocked every hurdle over, and Mr. Flynn was, "That's all right, Mike. Come on, Mike, keep it up." And then like I'm like, "Dude,
he's a
what?"
great dude though. So
See,
like,
he's
you don't
such a
wanna
good dude. I didn't want to disappoint
yeah,
him.
Same. Yeah.
He's like, "Mike, you quit." And I was like, "Mr. Flynn, I got like a 1.2 grade point average." Ooh.
Can't really work with that.
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah,
that.
work on them books.
We So I went back like weeks later from like when real practice started. Dude, track practice started from you older ice. You would run up to the oval. That was like the warm up for practice. And I'm like, okay. I was like, does a van come get us for like the way back? And they're like, no, we run back. I'm like, I was like, we run up here. Then we run the whole practice.
Did you go through like wedding rings, or did you had to
You
run the long way?
No, you run like past it, but it's still like a
dudes
shot.
went up that way.
Dude, and then
I'll meet you there.
We run up here to run, and then we run back, and they're like, "Yeah." So that lasted like 2 weeks too. A lot of running in that track and cross country.
Crazy, right?
Can't believe
Nuts.
Who'd have thunk it?
Tommy DeVito's agent is in a feud with local pizzeria. So before DeVito started getting playing time, he was going to a local pizza joint, getting $10K a pop, which is pretty nice for like a backup quarterback who like went undrafted. So DeVito blows up a little bit. His agent, who everybody's fucking heard about, this guy, upped it to $20,000, and the pizza was like, "Dude, we can't pay $20,000 for a Tommy DeVito fucking, appearance." And he's like, "Well, the yesterday's price isn't today's price." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking,
He was like, "What are you talking about?"
DeVito's age is one of the weirdest persons I ever seen
He
before
looks
in
like
my
the
life.
Notre Dame leprechaun right
I
there.
don't know if he's 32 or 72.
Dude, he looks like
He's
like
45 years old. I
Rocky
had to
Balboa
Google it.
mixed with
Yeah.
Marty Rabner. That's what he did.
Yeah, he's a character, dude.
He was supposedly pretty good at ball. Who's the one dude who did?
He beat so he was a quarterback for like some high school in like Massachusetts. Dave Portnoy and Tom McShay went to high school together. He beat Tom
McShay
Tom
went with
McShay.
Portnoy?
Yeah, McShay and Portnoy are like best friends. So this dude went to like a rival high school. McShay was a quarterback for him at Portnoy's high school. I don't think Portnoy played football, but and he was like McShay's like fucking like arch rival, and he's like, "This dude has been haunting me my whole entire life. I can't believe we're talking about him again. To no fault of his own, he's doing good in life, like obviously, but like he like ruined my high school career." And now I have to talk about him for my job, and I hate it. And he's like, not only did he like ruin it and beat me like the biggest game I ever had in high school, he wrote a book about it. So this dude
Did he
just
keep
like
calling him for an interview for the book?
yeah, McShay told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, this dude's just his legend is
I
growing."
like
man.
this guy.
Yeah, I do too.
He's a weird looking cat, but yeah. We had a rat arrested for drinking 60 bottles of seized liquor at a police station. It sounds like somebody who was working a night shift at the old police station was hitting the bottles too a little hard.
Are they hiring?
Wait, when you say a rat, like someone who was ratting
No,
on
like a mouse, like a mouse.
They arrested
they
the rat.
arrested the rat.
They arrested the rat.
Usually you just shoot them.
I think they were like, they probably came in like, hey, Tony, where the fuck all these like bottles of liquor go that we seized? And he's like, you'll never believe it. This mouse is drinking all the liquor.
There we go.
And somehow
He's like,
survive
hey,
it.
talk to my agent.
Yeah, we got to arrest him. If a little rat drinks one bottle of booze, he's not making it through the night.
Even
dude.
a
He's
miniature.
toast. Yeah.
Yeah, airplane bottle.
Yeah, that's more than his weight.
We had a Congress staffer film and post gay sex in the congressional office. I don't know how this story isn't bigger than it is.
How isn't it?
Did you see this video?
No, I didn't watch it.
Well, my Twitter is demented. So like,
That's what they always say.
it
We
was
got
just-
Eagle Tits. You gonna put that
dude,
up?
I seriously, no, we can't.
Go
Dude,
ahead.
I seriously,
Well,
like,
what is it?
I
What
wasn't
happened?
paying attention. I'm going to tell you.
Tell me.
I was just scrolling and I like look and I'm like, it was one of those things I look, I'm like, what the fuck? And then like the dude like pans to the congressional office. This staffer filmed him fucking this guy in the ass or getting fucked in the ass. I don't know which one was what. And then panned
It's
to
beef on beef.
beef on beef, and then panned to the fucking like office. And it was like aggressive gay butt sex.
It was like, so vote
Like
for
some
Bill.
Brokeback Mountain shit.
Yeah.
So vote for Bill 2373 out of the House Committee on Anal Sex.
It's a wild move to do that. It's a wilder move to like post it. What are you posting that for?
This country's falling apart.
It
dude.
is, dude.
I'm sure that's probably happened before, but yeah,
Yeah, but not posted.
you don't need to upload it.
Yeah, I
Don't
didn't know you
upload
were
it.
sticking your pepperoni roll up his ass.
I've never been a public sex guy. I don't like it. It's a lot of work. It's risky business.
It's risky.
Yeah, a lot going
Especially with a dude in the chambers of Congress.
on. Yeah, but if you're gonna do it,
Yeah, if you're gonna bang your boy out, you may as well film it.
Yeah, go big
They're
or
in
go
a
home.
prestigious place.
Yeah, if this go find a calzone.
Yeah, like make sure the Constitution's in it.
we had a guy caught stealing. So a guy was like, it looks at a Walgreens or some shit like that, stealing some shit. Security guard and worker are escorting him out of the building. They're got him gripped up. The guy shits on demand on the floor, and like they just like let him go, and he gets away because
He's shitting in his hand
he
right
just
now?
took a live shit.
Oh my God! He put it on his
Yeah.
face. He rubbed it on his
Yeah,
face.
shit in his hand, put it on his face. Of
What a
course they let
move.
go and they get out. That's so impressive.
Barry Sanders never spun like that.
Dude, I mean, to me,
That's
it's
the grossest shit I've ever
I
seen.
did
in my
not need
entire-
that.
Look at that, he's going in for it.
yeah, and he just like knows. He's all right. Now time to use your superpowers.
Oh, he just
But,
going with a duke. Oh!
It was like, go gadget
it's-
O-ring.
And it's kind of smart because he wiped it on his own face, so he really can't get a
That's
charge
it.
for like
Yeah,
assault or
'cause-
anything
yeah,
like
that's
It
that.
what
looks like
assault.
it ain't the first time he's done that.
No, that's his go-to move, John. It's a superpower.
It might have just been fucking chunky peanut
It
butter.
might have been the third time he got busted
No,
this
that was-
holiday season. You
Do
know?
you think he goes in there like having the shit, knowing like that's moving, that's his
Yeah.
move in his back
Is it-
pocket, or do you just know? Does he think as soon as the adrenaline comes of like being caught, he's gonna have
No,
to shit?
that's his timer.
I think you're exactly right because I was actually surprised that anyone even approached him.
Shit on command.
Because of retail nowadays, like they don't really fuck with you if you're stealing. It's weird, but they don't.
Yeah, no.
So I was surprised to see that at a Walgreens they were fucking with a dude. But
What
I
was he
guess,
stealing?
you
It
know,
Toilet
it
paper.
didn't look like anything major.
the Walgreens ain't. I mean,
Valtrex.
yeah, you could steal them. I don't know.
Fucking toilet paper.
Yeah, like
Jeez.
I don't know.
Oh, that was gross.
yeah, he rubbed poop on his own face, but hey, he was not in trouble.
So we had a mom write in, my 20-year-old son doesn't date. His friends don't date. My friends' kids don't date. What is going on? When I was in my late teens, early 20s, life for my friends and me revolved around meeting girls. My son and his friends, who are athletic and outgoing, don't seem to put a lot of emphasis on dating. They play a lot of video games and have boys outing. Once in a while, they'll hook up with a random girl that they met on a dating app. Rarely does one have a girlfriend. This seems to be the norm for my friends' kids too. What is going on?
They're gay.
No, they're not. They're wrecking chicks.
I think that times
They're
are
living life, dude.
They're
This
bi.
is life.
I think times. I mean, here's the thing. It was just different back when we were younger. It's different now. Like we couldn't meet girls on the internet in high school. Now you can. Like there's way more other school interactions. Like this girl goes to this school, you go here.
It's more passive now. You don't have to
Well,
actually
you-
like go
yeah,
out.
yeah.
you
We had
can
to
hook
hang
up
out.
with-
We had to hang out with them back in the day.
Right. I mean, imagine now you could like meet a girl that's nowhere even around you, like goes to North Allegheny or something like that.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
crazy.
Right. So these dudes are like doing that. And they're hanging out with their friends. It's just different times.
I remember we like somehow got on the internet and like in Messenger, we met like chicks from like Thomas Jefferson, and it was like going to
You
like
thought you were going to the
a
moon.
foreign land, dude.
Yeah.
That drive out there, I'm like, dude, this is nuts. These houses are insane.
Yeah.
And then like a few years later, like, all right, well, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's
average.
Yeah.
A buddy of ours, I remember it was the first time like internet chicks, we were in high school.
Internet
and
chicks.
they came over his house and they were fat. But like I was like, dude, at least they're chicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean when we talked on the internet, like there was 100% chance that you were like talking to either like another kid your age, probably a dude. Very rarely would you make that like so you get the number and you like make the call where it would work out. Usually like they would pick up like hello or they would call you gay. You know what I mean? Like it never really worked out for you. Now these kids with the dating apps, like why not just hang out with your pals, play some golf, play some video games, get a piece of strange every once in a while, and call it a life.
dude, you want to hear?
It's actually not a bad fucking
That's what I mean.
shtick.
Well, we met these girls. It was the weirdest shit. Me and Schuster lived on Bristol Street, and literally these girls were random dialing phone numbers. Somehow they random dialed Schuster's phone number. Schuster started talking to him. He was all gooned up. He was like talking to this chick from Ireland. I'm like, who is it? He's like, I don't know, we got a wrong number, but we're talking on the phone. We're gonna hang out. So the next day, someone had a car. We ended up going and picking these heifers up and bring. This isn't the same chicks, but these chicks ended up being huge. And they were like, dude, we're not bringing these chicks back to the house. I'm like, this is funny. I'm like, dude, they said they were going to buy beer. Like, fuck it, let's just let them come back. You know what I mean? So they bought us a couple 12 packs. And then, like, as like they put the 12 packs in the car, we peeled out.
That's a move.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't
That's how
going
it used to be back in the day.
Her parents.
They
their
said we
par-
picked these heifers up.
They were older than us, and it was like her parents were coming out to like meet us, and it was
Ooh.
like, yeah, they're like, oh, you guys are going out with them? We're like, I guess, and they were like, yeah, we don't, like we lied on the phone. We're only 19. They're like, you guys are old enough to get beer, right? They're like, yeah. And they're like, just run in and grab beer. Like, here, hand it through here. And I'm like, go, 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 go. And then one dude, I'm not gonna say his name, fucking peeled out. And it was just,
I'm pretty sure I know.
Yeah, I mean, we drove the Glassport one time to meet chicks. So it was a different time.
it was. That's what it is now. You know, kids.
Speaking of driving, some dude got all loaded up at Applebee's or Chili's or something like that. Did a little drunk drive and wrecked into Joey B's
That's
motorcade.
Yeah.
Dude, what bad luck is that?
You're in front of the White House. Don't run into the fucking all-black
He
SUV.
caught a Dewey running. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a story.
That is a story. Like
That's not your average
when you're in
Dewey.
old DUI class and you got to
Yeah.
tell your story like you do. Fucking, he'd be like, yeah.
Looks like the guy's laughing, don't he? Like the guy up against the he's like, look at this asshole.
He's like, you fucking
mean,
asshole. What did you just
You're just
do?
gonna be like, I'm the guy that wrecked into Biden's motorcade. I was a little fucked up.
Hey, you guys see that on the news?
When life gives you lemons, Joe Biden tries to kill you with them. That's the face of
When
someone.
life gives you a DUI.
That's the face of a guy that would kill you with a lemon right there. I seen that mouth in a glory hole once. Look at
All
it.
right. Break time.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. More Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Rosado and Sons Landscaping. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosado and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-298-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Bath Factory and Windows. You dream it, they build it. 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bath Factory and Windows. You can also find them at bathfactorywindows.com. 412-951-3939. 412-951-3939. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Grief with Finest podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Angry John, what's grinding them gears?
It's a grinding type of weekend.
A lot of grinds.
A lot of grinds. So I've been out and about in the public, and I've been noticing guys wearing reindeer onesies.
What?
And it's got to stop.
Is it for like a bar crawl or something?
No.
Were you at wedding rings?
No, dude. I was
Where do you hang out at?
Monroeville Mall, and I was at Kennywood. Christmas light night.
And they're
We're talking
wearing
about, like,
onesies.
Dudes,
Men?
Men,
Like
your size.
like
wearing
tight ones.
Onesies are like a reindeer. They got to zip it up. Like they're fucking pajamas or walk around in public.
What
nuts.
in the
They're into some weird shit.
what in the Christmas spirit is going on?
Dude. I'm like, why?
The world's a
Why are you, two brothers, like they were like brothers probably 20 years old walking around the mall with them. They were 20 years old.
Man, I did matching pajamas the one year, and I
Stupidest thing in the
regret
world.
That's in your house.
It's in my house.
Your parents'
Yeah.
house.
Still the
Yeah.
stupidest
This is out
thing
in the
world.
public.
Yeah.
Have some self-respect.
Yeah, dude, that I mean, the end is near, obviously, dude. If you're wearing a reindeer fucking onesie at the mall,
Be a man.
What are you doing?
yeah, have some fucking
Disgusting.
dignity. It's,
Men before us fought wars, and you're fucking
and,
running
yeah,
around here.
for you,
Looking
for
like
you,
a bozo.
For
Yeah.
for you to walk around like a freaking gay Rudolph.
Well, if you're gay, okay. That
I'll
makes sense.
be honest, I don't really think they were.
Yeah, right. No, yeah.
It's
This
the
is just like,
strengths.
this is like,
If you're like a straight
Get into
40-year-old
Christmas spirit.
man and you're fucking, you're strapping on a fucking Rudolph onesie, what kind of example are you
I have
fucking
no
set?
respect for you.
Society.
you just walk around the mall.
Your kids don't even respect
Probably
you.
don't even got a job.
Some dude is teeing off on your wife behind the fucking
Yeah.
jackrabbit.
While-
You have no idea.
Yeah, while you're walking around
Dude.
looking like
You're-
fucking Donner.
Your wife's working a glory hole over in the Key Sport where you're walking around with a goddamn Rudolph suit in Monroeville Mall like a fucking buffoon, and your kids die at Walgreens trying to steal shit, smearing poop all over his face. It's your fucking family together. Put the phones down.
Yeah, that's it. They tuck the Donner costume away.
Do you guys ever do the matching PJs?
Never have I done it, but there's a pair of PJs. I do believe they're going to
this
give it
year?
a shot this year.
This year's the year.
Christmas Eve's.
I did it one
You
time.
got 3 girls. If they want to do it, how don't you? You know what I
I mean, you bought the PJs. They're there. We'll get up in
Yeah.
the morning.
I did it
I'm
one
not like a big picture and poster guy, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, right.
Let me
Nah,
just see me.
either.
That's
But
that's
you
for
see
the
me
women.
looking like an
those
idiot.
hit the internet. Mine hit the internet. I didn't
Did it?
post it, but it hit
That's
the
for
internet.
the women folk to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's not like on Christmas. Like it's only like me, Joanne, and my.
Yeah.
I'm not taking them PJs out of the house.
Yeah, you're not going to Kennywood with them.
No, right. No.
You're not going on the Polar Express.
What you got, Dr. Schultz?
All right, so like we were talking before, Rose on his health kick. She doesn't drink, smoke, drink coffee, anything. Now she's getting up early, right? She's getting up early, and I catch her singing
Oh, Jesus.
in the morning.
I can't.
And dude, it sounds like a fucking rabid dog got caught on a fence or something, dude. The
What kind of jams is she singing?
Oh, she's in
Christmas
every
carols?
genre.
So she's
90s
pretty.
R&B.
So she's pleasant.
It sounds like
Well,
she's enjoying
pleasant.
life.
Yeah, she is, but dude, the singing is just
Yeah.
fucking brutal. And not only is it off key and terrible, she just makes up her own words for songs. You know what I mean? Like the
Like
real
nog,
words.
she'd be like nog, in heaven. Yeah,
She was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
she was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Axl
yeah,
Rose loves his eggnog. He made a song about it. Yeah, but
So
that's
she
the type
just-
of shit, dude. Just singing.
Christmas caroling in the morning, huh?
Oh, dude, no. Like I said, it's all drama. She'll be rapping, and I'm
Oh,
like, Rose,
geez.
those are not the words
Not close.
at all.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
not-
that's what I wake up to. She's up at like 5, like showered.
What time is she
dressed
going
for
to
the day.
bed?
About
early.
5.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're getting up at 5, you're shut it down.
Dude,
no
like,
later than
dude,
9.
Listen,
Yeah.
the best thing in the world is when my kids have school. Rose is like, all right, girls, come on, let's go to bed. Like
4:30.
We just finished dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We're still in our school clothes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
girls
like-
didn't even do their homework. And
Yeah.
Rose is like,
Summertime,
oh,
it's still light out.
oh, dude, that's the best. That's the thing. It's funny you say that because the girls will be like, Mom, the sun is still up. We can't go to bed yet. Now she fools them. They're in bed by 3:15.
They're just eating dinner in bed.
Yeah, that's it.
I was like, so like, obviously I have a baby now. He's 7 weeks, but like, it just seems like every time the baby wakes up, it's just, all right, let's get him back to sleep again.
That's
You know?
that's the rest of your life, buddy.
Yeah, and it just seems weird. Like, all right, you're up. We got to get you back down.
Right,
All
till-
right, you're
So
up.
they can like chill on their own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
and then it's like this. What can I do? What can I make you do that you leave me alone?
Right.
You
Here's-
know, I'm gonna put you in dance. You want to play soccer? You want to cheerlead?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah,
into?
But it's just funny.
Leave me
like-
alone.
And like the fucked up thing, we're doing is sleep training. The sleep training is like, you know,
Put him to sleep.
put them to sleep. Like you gotta you feed them, offer them nap every 2 hours, and then they'll sleep through the night. And he is. So like I can't bitch about it, but it's just like we work all day for you to sleep at night. It's like it's just wild.
And then you don't sleep at night thinking about, is he sleeping?
No, I've been it's been, knock on wood, it's been good, dude.
Is this sleep therapy for you?
The sleep training,
I'm sure
no.
it helps if he sleeps through the night. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's not.
Have
too
you ever
bad.
like woke up and he didn't cry and you're like, oh shit, is he breathing?
Yeah,
like
that's
right
the
in there,
worst.
like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I left the baby monitor in the kitchen last night, so like I'm like, man, he hasn't made a peep. And I'm like,
You heard an ice machine turn
yeah,
on in
like,
the fridge.
Yeah, like he's like oddly
his
quiet.
sleep train is
And
working great.
Yeah, if you ignore him,
Yeah.
and then but we could hear him cry. You know what I mean? If he was
Right.
crying, but like I like popped up, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I left it in the kitchen. Let's go look
Yeah.
at this fucking thing. But yeah, it's just like you have a kid up to get him up and then back down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Zebra, what do you got?
Dude, it's going to go back to the beginning of the show. Trey McDonough for throwing me to the hell of a comedy show. Thank you so much for getting 14 high school teachers shit-faced drunk and then being like, dude, I can't make it. Can you take over for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Were you on that show prior to this, or was it just a
No.
cold call?
It was a cold call.
You got to learn to say no to shit,
Oh,
dude.
it was a cold call a week before that. I didn't have
it was
not-
okay, it was a week before.
So I didn't have nothing booked, and I had that
Okay,
thing come up
got you,
Saturday. I
got
wanted to
you.
be like,
Yeah,
I wanted to be
Polish it up.
Yeah, I didn't want to be.
I thought he called you like, hey, can you be there in like 2 hours?
No,
what I
a
thought,
guy
yeah.
canceled like because it was his daughter's birthday, and he was like, "Oh, can you do this?" And you got to. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And to get there, there was fucking shit-faced teachers. No one wanted to hear comedy. They literally booed when we started. You know what I mean? It was just fucking pure pandemonium. Usually, when you go through something like that, and it's like all your boys from comedy, you laugh about it. I didn't know everyone on the show, so
Right.
it was a little bit like they
You said
were.
dudes were in from New York? Dudes drove from New York to fucking Pittsburgh to do that?
Yes, they were doing shows up in Greenville, and then they somehow they got hooked up with Trey to do this, but Trey wasn't there, so he never heard them before, so he just
No,
sent
that's
them
brutal.
there. Yeah.
Sounds the whole thing.
That
brutal.
is throwing you to the wolves right there.
And I was like, dude, he's like, dude, I'm sorry. But the lady who owned the bar was fucking amazing. Such a nice person. It's a great bar. I'm not gonna get like
Give the bar a shout out.
yeah, the Pike on Greenberg Pike. Great people, good
This
place.
is the
to
greatest
know.
place ever. I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah, we.
Well, no, because the thing got last year, I was like, I don't give a fuck whether you like me or not. At least you're here to support small business. And this old dude was like, fucking right. And I was like, all right, guys, that's all I got.
Yeah, there we go. I got my clap.
I got my one clap, but the lady came out super cool. You know, Trey, I wish you gave me a little bit of heads up about teachers drunk and
Look,
on that.
dude, Trey's a piece of shit.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, everyone knows that. I got a grinder. I'm sick of homeless people not entertaining me at like traffic lights. If you're gonna be homeless, I want to see some type of routine.
Pretend you're gonna wash my window.
And I never thought that was something I wanted until the other day when I was on Ohio River Boulevard. This dude is like sitting at the intersection and he's counting down for when the light's gonna turn green. He's like, all right now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and it turns green. And you're like,
It's
and
worth
I'm like,
a dollar.
I'm like, dude, that's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to.
I'm about to come back this
Yeah,
way.
he got a flaw in his system though, because he gets you so hyped up that you zoom by him and you don't get give him any money. So like he got to kind of hone that in. He has to like kind of work with
It's
somebody.
a work in progress.
It's a work in
dude, you know what I
progress.
mean? Give him a
but
break.
the show's great.
Yes, he has some spirit.
Yeah,
Them other homeless people are
other
just
people
lazy.
are just fucking waving at you. Like,
He has pizzazz.
Yeah, like I want a
Charisma.
countdown.
Charisma.
He got that riz.
Yeah, dude, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown and a light, and he times it perfect. It's electric.
Well, they have those numbers that come up.
Well, yeah, I get the whole thing, Anthony, but you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
not- yeah, he's not guessing.
I know, yeah, I know he's not a magician.
Back when I was a
He's
kid,
looking at the sun.
Back
Hey,
on-
it's
hey,
about-
talent.
Yeah.
back when I was a kid, them homeless, they were so talented. They could have they did a residency in Vegas, not like these kids today. They can't even spell right and hold up a fucking sign that said "Feed me."
That was the two. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's take a little break.
All right, everybody, we'll take a real quick commercial break. Come back and wrap up Greenville Science Podcast.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit allenconstructionpgh.com. That's ALAN constructionpgh.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717 and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them. They have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Science Podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What will Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
All right, guys, we ran a little long, so we're going to cut this segment a little short. A hotel in Japan is charging $1 per night, but they get to stream your whole entire stay. So you go to this hotel in Japan, all you do is pay $1, but they stream your whole stay, and it goes out to the internet. You staying at that hotel for $1?
In Japan?
What, at this
No,
age?
it's 100 yen.
That's $1.
That was a joke.
Yeah. At this age we are right now?
Right now.
Right, I'd do it.
Yeah, I mean, I could just, like, eat and not jerk off and be
Okay,
okay.
I mean, I would do it, for 100 yen. However, what kind of freak is watching you? Like, obviously they're selling this
people
for
watch.
Yeah.
People watch anything.
Yeah.
It's like voyeurism.
Yeah,
They go in the bathroom.
I think I would probably get if you just like stumble.
They want to watch me do shots and gaggers by myself?
If you were just stumble upon something like this, I could see this roping me in for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, this
Like,
dude,
is that Shuley over there in Hong Kong?
like this dude
Jerking
looks,
off
This
in
dude,
the fucking
What
hotel room.
what a little man Filipino.
this dude looks like he's getting a
pepperoni
little.
roll.
This guy looks like he's getting a little rocked
Why
up.
did
Like,
he
is he
get
gonna
four-
jerk off or no?
Yeah, why'd he get 4 Strombolis?
It's a wild thing, but I could definitely see them making like a good amount of money off that. Like advertising.
Rose is probably watching it at home, dude. You know what I mean?
Why is Rosa watching?
Yeah. She watches all those fucking reality shows.
Reality
You do
show.
too.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
reality
you're watching
guy.
Below Deck.
I do watch Below Deck.
But this is like black market reality.
Yeah, this is like below the Hilton.
This is like the real world.
This is like below the
When
tracks.
it's real.
They're like below Red Roof Inn.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that forget they're like being like filmed. There's gonna be a lot of people that just generally don't give a fuck. Like, listen, I could stay here for $1 a night.
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna do what I do.
You're sitting there watching Family Guy, picking your nose.
Yeah.
Watch, and they're like, "Oh, this is great. This is America in its natural habitat."
All right, guys, we're under a time limit, so that's it for tonight.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to all of our new listeners. If you could hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Everyone out there listening, please have a Merry Christmas, and we hope your family does too. We'll be back with you next week. Have a great week, and remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We're out.